My name is HalaL Ernie. This is PictureThisNewMedia, and today I am going to be starting the stream before I set up. Anyways, what I'm really doing is we're going to be playing a game called Regicide Campaign. It's through my friend's game. If you haven't been here before, this is something we do every week. And yeah, I'm just getting started because we're gonna be playing here pretty darn soon. Okay, let me go ahead and get it ready. Yeah, I'll just do that whenever it comes up. So yeah, thank you for coming today, and we're gonna get started here soon. Let me go ahead and sign onto my Roll20 account. Listen, when we come home, just jump in the tub with all them bubbles. Oh, hey, it's already.
Hello.
Hey there.
Excellent.
How's it going? Try not to yell outside the door.
God damn it. Help me, guys. My wife's trying to kill me.
What are we gonna do?
Oh
She's like,
no.
one of these days, I'm going to shoot you with your own gun.
Oh my god.
Don't do it.
No proof. No proof.
Yeah, can you put pics in the chat or it didn't happen,
That's
So insert there and here.
What did Artemis want, Joshua?
Artemis wants food. She's a food hound.
Did you give her food?
I don't have any food.
Monster.
No. Only thing I have is a soda pop.
I'm eating some basmati rice and beef.
That's
Nice,
pretty
nice.
sick. Sounds like a lot healthier than what I've been eating.
My stepkids tried Indian food for the first time and it didn't go well for them. So I have a lot of basmati rice and chicken to eat for them.
What, you crazy?
Is that super spicy?
Yeah, it's hella spicy. Was it homemade?
Oh no, it was from a restaurant.
Okay. Yeah, that's like the spiciest stuff around. Maybe Thai food? I actually don't know. I've never had Thai food.
Well, they had buttered chicken, so they had a good starter one.
Okay.
It's just buttered chicken, but they're just not used to the spices.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get more Indian food. Mm.
I love curry. Curry's the best.
Oh my god.
During Ramadan, I'm in heaven because that's all I eat is just great Middle Eastern food
Oh
for a
shit, I
month.
thought you couldn't eat during Ramadan. Am I tripping?
We can eat at night.
Okay.
Yeah. We fast for like 12, 9 hours, depending on where you live.
Loser poser. Morning Star.
What's up?
How many stats do I give this familiar?
What's familiar?
That's not important.
That's not important. What level is it supposed to be? What's its CR rating?
Its CR rating is 75.
75? I would probably
Wins all across.
leave fours.
Wars, huh?
You just want a challenge.
Yeah.
The Death Knights aren't.
I think fours is a good starting place. Yeah, let's put that. Let's do that. No, let's put three as a starting place. I'm tripping. Needs to be uh targetable. Okay. Approachable.
Much for streaming. I was gonna change right behind you.
Oh no, run away, I'm spotted.
Spotted.
Well, that was a fun game, guys. Thanks. I guess I'll be going now.
Yeah, I guess I'll check you out later. Catch you later, man. So this is gonna be a short session because we got other stuff to do today. So we'll probably go until it's about 1:30 Pacific Standard, so we'll probably go till about 5 Pacific Standard Time, if that's cool.
That's fine.
Awesome. Awesome. Who the fuck said that?
Don't worry about it.
Uh,
If you don't know, you don't need to know.
oh no.
If you can't figure it out, be good.
Juan, what technique do I give this familiar?
Is it gonna fight Shinna?
Yes.
I would probably give it the Ulta technique.
Okay.
So this technique has no resistance save.
Oh,
If-
What?
Yeah, if the familiar has spirit energy at all, it hits.
that's pretty bad.
It cuts you in half.
That's also pretty bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
But it cuts you in half, so it spirit fuses each half, and you can't. You just what's the word?
Reconstitute?
You can't reconstitute like normal. You have to use spirit reconstitution.
Yeah, you gotta rub dirt on it first.
Or maybe something that'll attack the demonic essence part.
Oh, and FYI, there's no such thing at this point for spirit reconstitution. So get real good.
Through that. Okay. So what happened last time on Dragon Ball Z?
A lot of people died.
Someone wasn't doing their job then. It's the whole point of DBZ, I thought. So people don't die.
There's a little light death sprinkled here and there.
We thought we had that filthy little shadow gypsy. Shadow. I like to call it the shadow gypsy.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shadow poiky. We thought we had him, and then he fucking shadow phased on like a piglet that knew it was bacon day. or like a fart in the wind. Either way.
Did
Um,
did
did
Haas
somebody
provide
die?
me yet? I
Oh,
forgot.
that's right. The captain died.
Yeah.
Did bring you back, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, what does my note say?
Let's get good.
At least I called you guys back right before I died, so that was good
Yeah,
timing.
yeah. Otherwise, you would have taken forever to find him. Yeah. And that would have been game over, I guess. Generation's hard.
We wouldn't have known. We just would have came back and been like, oh,
I guess you
hey,
did.
you okay? We would have all been fired. You were gone 20 minutes, and look what happened. Alright, what do I have here? Correction machine assembly progress is 10.
Fucked.
That's the last note I have.
Okie dokie. Okay.
We found an amber stone. I remember that.
Okay, so you guys are in the fort then. Is everybody in the same location?
I'm at the docks.
Yeah, the captain and I are at the fort.
Okie doke.
Or I should say, Saji and I, fort.
Now, who wants to go first? You can't.
That'd be Sadi.
You want me to go first?
What are you doing at the docks?
What am I doing? I forgot what I was. We were.
We were checking stuff out at the fort.
Yeah.
You used some plying arts on some equipment.
Yes, yes. I remember I got a nice playing arts upgrade.
You also took the perfect recall memory of the secret location you found underneath the storage zone for that anti-siege weaponry within the fort.
I'm just fucking annihilating this team right now.
Yeah, I'm wondering, Sadi, if it's possible to reconfigure this if needed, well, to target the surface. Is that a thing?
Yes.
So it'd be like cause what is it, like a beam or something, and it just curve the beam, or
That's correct. It will use a particle beam weaponry.
Does it do spirit damage at all?
Not from what you can tell.
From what I can tell.
but it might take a whole lot of work, but it could be reconfigured to attack.
So it's second era tech. If you're going to reconfigure it,
Wow, what the fuck? Let's record that cheating shit.
someone's getting wrecked.
Watch that round ghost through this fucking tank.
You can hear the sound of someone being wrecked far in the distance. It echoes through your veins.
Oh no.
Anywho, yeah, if you're gonna, it's second era tech, so you might be better off redesigning it to employ some sort of spiritual damage or intangibility component than say repairing it for that purpose.
What about to just retarget the surface instead of
Retargeting the surface is a simple matter of operational parameter that can be reconfigured. Do you have the calibrate spell?
I have refurbish, pilfer, and activate.
That's a negative then.
Nope.
You need to have a recalibration if you're going to change any operational parameter.
Let me see how much I have on my spiels. Oh, I forgot to remove. Oh yeah, 18.
As an alternative, you can elect to go on a spiel to acquire 1 spiel point.
I have 18.
I mean, I'll do it for 1 spiel point.
One spiel
Do you
point.
have a spiel prepared for us?
I mean, we don't have that much time for this session, so I'm gonna go ahead and omit the spell point. I'm not gonna do it.
Good.
Okay.
However, if you get a, say, Calibrate, Novice, Extreme, I believe that will cost you 60 mana and 3 spell points.
Okay, I have enough for both, so let me go ahead and get that situated, if that's okay, Josh.
Okie dokie.
Alright. Add
What the hell?
fine arts. You said novice extreme?
Yeah, if you want extreme calibration, yeah, you can do that as well. Basically, the way we're going to balance out the potency for these playing art spells in the future is we're going to tie a Magitech stat as a requirement. But at the moment, we're going to ignore that.
Okay. So it costs 60. Initial requirement was 3.
Mhm.
2?
2. And let me get the spell book out. Details. I just need the details. Spell creation. There it is.
I mean, I see something changed, because I see Calibration, the branch, but which... It's different now.
What the crap? Where is that thing? Ooh.
I guess Fortify function?
Fortify function.
Yeah. That would probably be it, I guess. Increase output. That's not really what it's about. Activate, refurbish. I thought that was just a Calibrate spell. I guess not.
There
It's
used to be.
yeah, there used to be. Injection of Magitech. I guess that's just a Magitech check then, actually. It's not a spell.
Magitech check. Okay.
Yeah. What is your Magitech?
My Magitech is
It better be enough that your butt can catch
80.
it.
80.
80? Yeah, that's fine. You can input coordinates as necessary. You also notice that the spell can be, I'm sorry, the machine can be, what do you call it? Suited and adapted for rivet casting if you need to change the coordinates in real time with the rivet cast.
Oh, so you can just target a rivet.
Yeah, you can put a rivet here, and the machine will be functional from a distance.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So okay, like a remote control.
Exactly, provided the saturation accommodates and it's not jammed or anything.
And then with
This
the
is only a ground air weapon, right?
No, you can change operational parameters with enough Magitech. Normally, it was intended to be used against orbital targets, like a carrier of some kind, but you can also target anything on the ground as well.
Now,
If you're a fucking psycho,
if you're really good with Magitech,
you
like
want to target this. We're talking about firing a a round meant for something, hundreds of kilometers in orbit that's the size of like a city, and instead you're going to decide to target that villa that's like 50 yards away or something, just to see
What
what
are you
happens.
talking about? Fucking Trump did it.
No.
Maybe we could just use it against the Shadowmancer. Okay, deserves
That's
it.
good.
You guys have vengeance against that thing.
Yep, I have a little.
Mr. Shinnaw. Listen to
Yeah.
me. Listen to me, Shinnaw.
What?
You need to give in. Okay?
The what?
You just need to give it up, all right? Everybody's
Oh
doing
my!
it. If you want to be cool, you have to let the Shadowmancer take you.
I don't take it from you. I mean, unless you're playing hard to get.
I'm coy, guys. You got earned this booty.
He's
So let
just
him have it when
he's
you're
just
ready.
he's just shy.
You're not ready.
Being bashful is not going to get you any bonus points. Okay? You're missing
You
out.
must call me Senpei first.
You're not gonna find anybody to get married. You're gonna end up an old spinster.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, yeah. I'll go spend some time to calibrate it and make it fire. Do something. Do spiritual damage and target anywhere we can.
It does not have a spiritual damage functionality. You'll have to rebuild the machine.
Rebuild it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like have schematics um, downloaded to
Oh,
properly equip it. But in order to do that, in order for Magi's satellite to tell you what you need, you're gonna have to upload the schematic of this Magitech to the satellite so it knows what you're talking about.
oh.
Do you have the map design spell?
No. I do
Okay,
not.
well you're gonna need that then.
Design spell.
The rabbit hole of plying arts. Wait, I need them all.
Correct. If you want to do everything with them, you have to have all the spiels, unless you're banned.
Oh no. Wait. Which one was it again?
Should be in the flying branch, and it should be map construct, I think.
There it is. Okay. And extreme would be 60. App construct. All right. Um, Asking Ulta as a character. Do you think it would be a good idea to add the thing, the ability to have spiritual damage on this in this machine?
What's required to do it?
Just a little spell.
Just you just need a spell, and
And I
it'll,
and I have
it'll
to,
automatically start doing
no.
spiritual damage.
No. I need a spell to download this thing, and then we need to contact the base to send up schematics for it to do spiritual damage.
So they're gonna send schematics, and then we gotta build some components, and then we add the components to the system,
If
and
I'm
then it'll do spiritual damage.
if I'm
Yeah, what they're probably going to end up doing is they'll give you a ply design schematic. If you have the ply design spell, you can apply it to the target, and it'll just redesign itself.
So so it needs to be completely rebuilt, a whole new thing.
Right. The built the weapon by itself doesn't have the innate capacity to do spiritual damage at all. So if you
Yeah.
want to add that feature along with any other features you want, you need to contact base so they can hand you off schematics to basically jury rig this second era tech to do what you're asking for.
We still gotta build that other thing too. So
That other thing's banned.
Yeah, I don't
So-
know. At this
Damn
time, I don't see a use to do that.
yeah,
If we needed a use for it to do a bunch of spiritual damage, and yeah, maybe, but not right now. If we can target a ground area, probably something like a mile or sorry, a kilometer in diameter or something. That's pretty good.
yeah. Okay, well I guess I'll just do it to where we can make it do the ground combat without the spiritual stuff. I'll change my mind.
In that case, the only thing you needed is the Magitech check at the beginning, so you're good then.
All right, cool.
So, how much damage are we talking about? Like this thing of like what power damage?
This could probably hit at like a power 6.
Ooh,
Pretty good.
yeah.
Nothing like the net stream strike.
It's pretty a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's not like a nether stream strike, no.
It's like a 5 on the Richter scale.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Just enough to tell someone to get fucked.
So yeah, that's
Probably like
I'll just go ahead and spend some time to just do that. Final decision.
Meanwhile, what is Ulta gonna be up to?
we checked this whole place out already, right?
As far as I can tell you, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I checked for secret passages and stuff with my elementalism. Um, so beyond that, yeah, I checked everything out.
You found like a ritual site here or
Correct.
something.
Keep the nerd safe while I build.
What do I have to do?
You can sing a song.
Is there any writings that I can try to decipher or
Yeah, there'll be a ton of Magian legibles in the data banks.
oh right, it's Magian stuff. I mean, I should be pretty versed in Magianness.
Hooray!
I don't know, I guess I'll just try to read something. Maybe I'll catch something like in Conan the Destroyer. He'll be like, hey guys, by the way, on all this weird writing all over the walls that nobody bothers reading, that's really old. It says if you fuck with this room, you all die. Yeah, that's just some old mumbo jumbo. And then 5 minutes later, everybody dies.
That's not fair.
Just saying. Well, except for Conan, because I mean, he's
Do they
Arnold.
track all in hacks?
Well, he's Arnold. He just muscles his way out.
These mouses.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so reading through the databanks basically just gives you a verbose list of orders and those present at the base at certain times. There's logs about who entered the base, who left the base. There's messages about
Time frame.
time frame, fatalities, logistical information, stuff like that.
Enemy. Any enemy data?
Enemy data. There's confirmed target being destroyed, stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you know who that? Does it say who they are?
Those are the arbiters.
Hmm. Hmm. Last used?
Hundreds and hundreds of cycles ago.
That's a lot of cycles.
Pretty dusty. Alright, based on the architecture, is there anything that stands out, Magian-wise, like on Magi, where, um, something like, hey, Magians would gather here, or Magians would tend to have a secret or a backup area or something like that?
An
Just the
external.
vitalization chambers, and then of course there's that door for the captain's quarters that you already entered. Other than that, nothing is distinctly Magian.
Well, I'm gonna go back in the commander's quarters or whatever. Then
Okay.
See if you can find
I'm gonna
the.
skulk about in there and look for like a, I don't know, shrine or a key slot or something. There's got to be a place to channel monitor somewhere.
An external hard drive with all the
The
dirty.
entire base is technically accessible via channeling.
Oh right. Okay, so we need some. We need to do a bunch of decipher functions in certain areas, right?
Yeah, you can, but most of the base would have been. Yeah, you would have deciphered the functionality of the base from interacting with the terminals by now.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, I don't know.
Okay. Meanwhile, Shina, what are you up to?
Um, I think I discovered the void staff. Then I was hearing like some weird caw noise as I was inspecting the docks.
This is correct.
I remembered that. Yes.
You found the scepter of the void, and you heard a call.
Stranger of the Void. Interesting.
Oh,
Dude, would I know like how to contact the void god? Like talk to
read about the ritual, but basically you can only describe it and recollect other people's memory representations of it, though. It's not likely you're going to be able to enact the ritual unless you're already a member somehow, though.
her.
Unless you were prepared to make an arcane dealing.
Or you have some sort of connection with the Void God's agent.
Yeah,
I did find this fucking the pocket pussy of the void.
this is true.
Yeah.
You did kill one of
So
its...
I will use
Go ahead.
I will telepath synchronization to Captain and Ulta. Let them know what I'm doing, what I've discovered, and I'll be here doing some more research. Um,
Okay, but if you fall,
I'll go to
you don't know it.
the.
Confirm. Just keep me updated.
Okay,
I like to go. Say again?
Okay, so the your additions to the Magitech structure are completed. What now? Oh, Shinod, were you finished?
No, I was gonna jump into the water and like sink down to the ocean floor.
Oh, crap.
Oh
How
no.
deep is it? How many fathoms? Wait,
How many
no,
leagues?
because fathoms are still in feet.
Isn't it
And those are
leagues?
banned.
1,000 leagues.
All right, you walk over to the docks and you look at the murky waters
The
below
truth.
before leaping off the sides and plunge yourself deep into the water technique. The seas between the mainland are seldom traversed through the waters itself, and instead are flown over most commonly. The salt from the island combined with the unusual dark rock that make up the coast give the waters a sort of impenetrable shade of black that makes the water seem bottomless and empty. Do, 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 do.
It is then
Yeah?
that your ailment of um, sodiosis, dermis sodiosis hits, and you realize, wow, I really am allergic to salt water.
Wow, that sucks.
Oh no.
Well,
Comes
I
out
got
looking like a
good.
balloon.
Um, it is still dark as you make your way through the waters. However, a light source has become clear in the distance, and there seems to be some kind of structure housing it far off into the seabeds, some many kilometers away, perhaps.
I make my way to it.
Okie dokie. There are spiritual energy signatures climbing into your position as you move through the waters and continue to sink lower.
Any of them like powerful?
Boom, 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 boom.
So we don't drown or anything?
Negative.
Awesome.
Not particularly. This I need.
If
Uh-huh.
you don't out of manner,
Yeah, if you run out of mana, obviously, you're just a fucking sitting duck.
you'll get crushed,
Just a meat sack.
you'll freeze.
Most of the familiar energy signatures that you sense are either bubble familiars or guppy familiars. However, one of them stands out to be quite potent, but it is off in the distance.
Is it in the same direction of that structure I found?
Negative. It is tangential.
Fuck it. Let's go to the familiar, or the spiritual energy signature.
Okie dokie. Moving through the waters carries with it a foreboding sense of bad omen.
Wait. Did you just say bad omen?
Yeah.
You know that's a status from Minecraft, right?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, just saying.
You can call it bad juju.
There's a bad juju sense in the waters.
Am I about to get raided?
No. Okie doke. Coming into the radius of this spiritual energy signature, you identify its power capping at about a 2, but its spiritual potency is very high, indicating it has a high vitality. It's about 30 meters out at this moment, and it seems to be stationary.
Mini boss fight.
How do you see water in water?
Well, I don't know.
You don't.
Would my depth lore give me insight on to maybe what this might be?
A stationary water familiar of this potency could either be a slumbering serpent of some kind, or more commonly, it's going to be an exo-familiar.
I guess. Well, I know. Would this be something worth my time to subduing, or how rare are these familiars?
Exo-familiars can range from regular adults to greater familiars if they are quite aged.
Okay.
I think you should grab it by the tail. Pull it. See what happens.
I let's see. What do I got here?
You can always get sucked off too.
Oh no. I will attempt to raid its fucking mind.
Okie doke.
Alright. What's up?
How does it work? What's it do?
So, I'm basically bashing against its mental capacity, breaking into its mind via energy technique.
Nice one. But is there a resistance check? Is
Um,
there? Does it need a stat? What is it doing?
Let me pull up the doc. I think there's a resistance check to it.
Resistant snack.
What level is your raid?
3.
Then it's a resistance check of 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of found the doc.
Blah, 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 blah. Put that. Make sure you write that in the technique. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
roll
put it on your character sheet with your technicos.
decent. That is an 8. So that is going to be a fail.
Cool.
You link up with the sonar sentience of the exofamiliar. It seems to be aware of you and various other water familiars in the vicinity, but the exofamiliar is not exhibiting any kind of hunger at the moment.
Okay.
So it allows for
And
theft of thoughts currently occupying the target's attention. This includes strategy, sense of awareness, and sensory data and plans and identities. Yep, okay.
Oh.
And from its memories, what else? What other familiars, water familiars, does it
It is
sense?
not recollecting any memories at the moment. It's merely mm, mulling over its awareness.
Okay.
Yeah, you're only getting surface memories, which is whatever's happening right now. What it's thinking about.
That's correct.
Okay.
It did have strategy.
Since it fucking lost the raid, I think that lowers its resistance too. That technique. 1 second.
No.
Self-indulge. Yes. No. Swell.
No, raid does not lower the target's.
There was another one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It would be misaligned, right?
Is that what you have down on your sheet?
Nah, I haven't finished fucking correcting all this because I just have like what I picked up. I don't remember because I never use these techniques.
Yeah.
Um,
You can blow up stuff. Okay.
you. um, since I know where it is now, I will use. It won't feel pain, so I can't do that. Can I attempt to do a subdue check on it?
Yes.
All right, let me. One sec. Roll
Picking it
forward
up.
slash or forward
Hey.
slash roll.
It's picking it up.
1d6 plus 1. 3.
3 fails.
Okay.
Oh, no.
The exo familiar has been made aware of your attempt.
I just picture this fat blobby thing that you can't hardly see, kind of like Slimer in the first Ghostbusters, and he's like,
Become in Ray. The exofamiliar is a quadrupedal familiar distinguished by its large, thick shell and encases it from harm, with great variance in size that ranges from childlike to that of a small mountain. This particular familiar seems submerged deep into the ground, and you see only its summit.
Oh, goodness.
yeah, it's like a fucking
It's like an anime like character from One
like a
Piece.
spike. It's like a spiked razor turtle or something.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You're fighting a sea turtle. Aw.
But it's using the iceberg technique where only a third of it is showing.
It has not elected to show any aggression, so it's still your initiative here.
Okay. Um.
Don't let it tell you what to do.
I'm the captain now.
Oh, now I know what it is exactly. I'm probably like not gonna be able to pass the fucking subdue check anytime soon without hurting it.
Correct.
Fuck. Do I know how tough or how much spiritual energy this thing has?
About 2,700.
Fuck. Okay.
It's a low.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking.
Get by with a little help from
What was
my
it? Not
friends.
resolute. Offense.
Get by with a little help from my friends.
Yeah, actually, I will just. I'm gonna attempt to cast a spell. I'm going to.
Spiel it.
Wait, do I not have that spell anymore?
Can you put it in your prison wallet?
Oh no.
Wait, never mind. I can't do it. I don't have that spell anymore. I was gonna fucking attempt to possess it.
You, oh,
Well,
you don't have the sorcery anymore?
no, apparently not. Okay, so yeah, I will. Did I talk to it? Maybe I can.
You may attempt to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Um, I'll ask it. Oh, great familiar. I request or I ask of you to bond with me.
Ew. Kind of forward, don't you think?
Yeah.
It gives you a secret message.
Oh no.
You'll have to use your adept lore to decipher it.
All right, I have a depth lore 4.
All right, the first word is B. The second word is sure. The third word is to. The fourth word is drink. And you can't make out the last two words.
You fucking with me, Joshua? Son of a bitch.
No, hold on a second. Just hold on a second.
Those two words.
Ovaltine. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm subdued with it now, so it's subdued.
No.
It's perma bonded now.
The exofamiliar is not capable of speech as quickly as orchestras are. As it tries to communicate with you, it takes a painstakingly long time.
Ooh, it's like those
In its
trees.
primitive form of communication. So basically, it sounds like Charlie Brown adults.
Oh.
Or like
All right, as it's finishing its communication, anything else you want to do? This will take a while.
Yeah, it almost seems like it'd be a blasphemy to fucking fight this thing.
Well, it sure didn't do anything to you. However, it's good feed.
And it doesn't look that tough to me.
it's just beating
Yeah,
up
but
a
it's
beating up a giant fortress turtle. It's all right.
Fuck.
Maybe it moves real fast.
does not.
Maybe it flies real fast.
I'll give it a little bit of time to see what. I'll attempt to bond or subdue it.
That'll be basically a meditation stance time. Anywho, meanwhile, Mr. Sadi, what's going to go down?
Um. So we're done exploring. We're done setting up the thing, the the machine,
Yeah, we should set up a rivet here so you can use it remotely.
the rivet. All right.
Neither one of us can use it?
Only one person can rivet cast to it.
At a time?
Correct. If you want to add that functionality, you're going to have to redesign that fucker.
But what if what if we both put down a rivet here, and he uses it once at a time, but then later on I use it? That's still okay?
If he puts down a rivet and then later you use the same rivet,
No, I use my own rivet.
Oh, okay. No.
It will only accept the captain's rivet. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
because it's going to be positively charged with his rivet.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
you'll have to go up to it and positively charge your own. The machine is not equipped to be dual captained.
Oh, Captain.
Dual commanded. Okay, that's fine.
Well,
Drop down rivet here anyway.
you
I think that's
wanted
bullshit.
you want to do the rivet or
No, you should.
I should?
You have to because
I,
it's aligned to you, or calibrated to you.
ooh, it loves me. Okay,
Oh, don't be a bitch. Just do it.
I'll cast a rivet now,
Okie dokie.
and
And now we could go back to the ruins, and you can finish your work there.
yeah, let's head over to the ruins,
Maybe we'll let Shinnal know we're doing that.
and we'll.
Alternatively, I think your armor actually could be used to remotely rivet cast this thing. Um, Basically, Captain has to prime your armor uh, with his energy signature such that you can send a command via your armor.
Oh,
So is that an armor modification or a machine
I
modification?
think that would just be part of the innate capabilities of the Magitech on the armor. Um, yeah, well, I guess we won't worry about it at the moment.
Yeah,
okay,
I think it's fine if just he can do it for now.
Okie dokie.
okay.
So
So,
yeah, we'll let Shinnal know that we're going back to the ruins to finish our work there.
all right, and I'll send the message to Shinna. So it'll be Shinna. We're heading to finish up our work at the ruins. Ulta is coming with me for protection this time, and hopefully we can get this done.
That's the Caecilius correction machine, right?
Casilius, correct.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, as you're communicating with Shinar, you only hear a bunch of womp 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 womp, and you don't know what to say.
Look, quit fucking around, Shinna. Anyway, we're going to the ruins. Um, that's where we'll be. Just so you know. Over and out.
He just keeps giving you tude, man. He just keeps going womp womp womp. So he doesn't.
Oh no.
He's not vibing with you.
All right. Well,
Not vibing. So,
I mean, we didn't feel any big power surges, and usually when Shinna is in some shit, you know, we can
yeah,
feel it from across the planet. So I'm sure he's fine.
yeah. Maybe we should like just leave a note here. VRB.
We can actually, right? We can leave a rivet note, can't we?
Yes.
I can leave like an image of myself, or do I need a special spell for that?
Really, you shouldn't need to if you have spiritual synchronization.
I. What do you mean spiritual synchronization? I thought that was to communicate.
Yeah, once he comes back online and stops fucking with turtles, he'll be aware of your message.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll do that then. I
So-
will leave a rivet with a message saying, "Hey, when you get this, that's where we went."
He
That's what
sent
we
you
did.
a turtle emote.
Fucking Josh knows only.
I send him back a turtle stew emote.
No.
With eggplants. Eggplants everywhere.
I don't know what you eat turtle with. I've never
How
had.
are you moving back to the ruins? Are you flying over the city again?
Um, well,
I
we
was.
know that weird shit happens there, so we'll probably do the same thing we did last time and do a really big, way over the top maneuver.
Oh, we're gonna do your little portal thing.
Oh, that's right. We could just portal right there. Because we have a portal here and we have a portal there. Dirt.
Okie dokie.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you walk through the portals with no effort.
Okay.
You're back at the ruins.
All
Check the area out.
There's no snickering and no monosignatures to be detected anywhere.
And is there any heat signatures around?
Negative.
Negative. All right. All right. Well, I totally don't remember what. I barely even started on that before I got attacked, huh?
That's
So
correct.
I have pretty much 0% on it. Okay. Um, so I'll just go ahead and start getting that fixed up, built.
Begin construction on the Magitech. Ulta, in the meantime, what are you going to be up to?
I'm gonna be watching for this scumbag. I'm probably gonna, let's see, probably prep some spells like, what's going on here? Oh, so, oh my god, where'd all my spells go? Yeah, I'll probably prep, yeah, Gift of Harada, which is a healing spell, and one Orifice, and the, oh, the wind doesn't work on that freaking gypsy, does it?
I
No,
don't know.
it didn't. My fireball didn't work on it.
I don't want to do, I didn't want to really do damage, just want to move him, but he doesn't move with wind.
Oh yeah, that might. I don't know how that would work.
And I guess I'll, yeah, and I'll prep, and I'll pre-cast this beefcake spell. It's my transcendentalism.
Um,
And
and
I'll
I'll.
have it, and I'm gonna carry those spells.
As you are channeling the mana, you hear a snicker off in the distance above the ruins on the surface.
It's daunting, you guys. It's like the bull from Family Guy. He's come back for his blazer once a good time.
No.
No, no. He doesn't want that thing built. So
He's a strode ball.
great, and our trump card is talking to turtles. This is
Yep.
awesome.
We don't have a trump card
Oh.
because even with him and me, we still got beat. Because as soon as he gets to a certain point, he's just like, later, I'm out.
Should we stick around or should we wait for him to stop sending turtle emotes?
Hey Joshua, so what I'm gonna do is I'm supposed to do um since I did a successful raid, I'm gonna misalign it.
Okay.
It's gonna lower its resistance by 3. Then I'm gonna cast a spell, demonic version of it. Demonic castigation. I'm gonna kill its spirit and just have my Dragonling familiar feed off of it.
Roger that. The sorcerer underneath the water uses demonic gaze on the compromised turtle familiar and uses demonic forces to embrittle and destroy its spirit, and it collapses into a pure spiritual essence, where it is then consumed by what?
My move this fucking thing again. Darkness Drakeling.
But the Drakeling is not suited to be underwater.
Then can I use telekinetic force field and push some water around, give it a nice dry spot
You
over where
can.
the energy is?
There will be no air in that pocket, but it doesn't need any air, I suppose. Okay. Yep. You create a pocket with telekinesis or with a construct.
With telekinesis.
Okay. All right, you begin channeling telekinesis as your Drakeling feeds on it. Put a adult exofamiliar under your Drakeling's feed, and give me a readout of everything it's consumed.
It's let me my notes. It's a consumed a shadow abomination, a shadow lurker, and this now.
Oh wow, that's pretty good for a communist.
You're just jealous. You wish you were a communist.
No,
I do. I wish I was a communist.
no.
Because
So does
then
it
I'd be an insect.
Uh-uh.
Be an ant or a bee. I'd be a bee. Be a big old fat bee and I'd eat honey all day long.
You can't do that.
It's like it'd be perfect. It'd be like drinking soda all day long.
That's pretty good.
All you do is you go out, you get soda, you bring it back, and you drink it. And while you're out there, you drink it. And while you're coming back, you drink it. And while you go out there, you drink it. And while you're hanging out with your pizzos, you drink it.
I,
Yeah.
I did that for a while.
You made and drank soda.
I drank soda a lot, all day, every day.
Like the beekeeping. You were doing beekeeping for a while. I was like, that's cool.
No, I wish.
All right. Your Drakeling familiar shows make a promising growth.
Press B.
Did it rank up yet?
It's not in a tank top. It is, however, getting piercings you don't agree with, and it begins saying "fuck you, Dad."
Yeah. So basically, it's in almost kind of sort of next Super Saiyan Trunks, where he's trying to impress his dad, like, see, Dad, I got stronger than you. And meanwhile, Vegeta's like, you fool!
You're a fucking idiot.
Why are you want to slow yourself down? You're not any more powerful, you'll get destroyed. And he does. He laughs at him.
Yeah, dude. Why are you telling that to your Drakeling?
Oh.
It's not helpful.
What are you talking about, man? I'm the best father ever. I'm telling you, it's just the goodest, most smartest familiar ever. Don't worry about his ugly complexion. It's normal.
Is it because it looks like Drake?
You know what? Actually, Shinnok is actually a pretty good caretaker of familiars. I don't believe he's ever lost a familiar, even though he's lost like 7 orchestras. So, I mean, I think he's a good familiar caretaker, suitor.
Sounds like a good thing.
You love them doggos.
Cool.
Okay,
I got
got that guy.
Darkest Drake.
It is not evolved.
Just consumed like 3 greater familiars.
Yeah, well, it needs to eat a lot because it's a broken ass familiar.
But all right, I guess I'll move my way to that structure. I guess.
All right. Getting closer to the light source under the deep that becomes latent, you do notice stirring in the waters that result in large waves being moved around.
Did you
The
get
pressure moves. Sorry, it poses such a threat to almost dislodge your position and keep you off your feet. But you are able to resist it. What power are you channeling right now?
Probably a 2.
Okay. Progressing further, you notice another mana signature directly in your pathway.
Mana signature, like from Orchestrate.
Sorry, not a mana signature, a spiritual energy signature underground directly in your pathway towards this light source in the distance.
Oh. Okay, just to be safe, I'll spell charge my fucking a spell.
Idoki?
And proceed.
Moving further still, you notice the temperature beginning to quickly drop off from the gradual decreases that you've been acclimating to thus far. It has now taken a very sharp turn.
Okay.
The spiritual energy signature grows stronger as the light source becomes more concrete. And before long, you are standing, which you have identified to be directly over this source. No less than 3 meters below you is some unusual spiritual energy signature.
Is it represent? Can I tell if it's like of a familiar, maybe?
It's
Or
almost
does it?
certainly familiar, yeah.
Okay. Like compared to the great shell I just killed, is it as powerful or as dense?
It doesn't seem to be emitting any power at the moment, but spiritually, its vibrancy is not as rich, no.
Okay. Um, any lore check could give me an idea of what this might be. Maybe a sunken familiar.
Um, this could really be anything. This could be a water familiar, an earth familiar, even a shadow or a ghost familiar.
Okay. We'll attempt to read its mind.
That is a 10.
Yep. I fail. That's
That is
11.
a fail. You're able to infiltrate the mind of this entombed familiar. This is a ghost familiar. What is your adept lore?
A 4.
Okay, you recognize entombed familiars as familiars that inhabit objects. So whatever is beneath you must be a physical object of some kind that this ghost familiar is effectively just haunting.
Do I?
Entombed familiars can be either inconsequential or, depending on how old or how large the object, of great danger, as they basically have a unique property of being able to pull and absorb other familiars who come across it, absorb their powers permanently, and grow from them.
Holy shit, that's pretty fucking OP.
Do I get any like instant memories of like what this object is it might hold?
The familiar doesn't appear to be thinking at all about the design of its object, no.
What does it seem to be? It's probably noticing me. Does it notice anything else around it?
It's noticing you, but it's actually recollecting on what appears to be just memories of its previous familiars.
Hmm.
Among its list of familiars that you are able to identify, give me a discipline check.
Big old fat discipline check.
Uh,
14.
you,
14. It is actually, from what you can tell, absorbed a sunken serpent familiar, which is a greater dragon familiar.
So this thing's probably pretty powerful.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Its shit is probably pretty powerful.
No.
Um,
Give me another discipline check.
He's gonna check and see if the fucking turd drops you because it's a power.
17.
As you're moving around inspecting the area, you notice some other objects immediately underneath some of the sand here, and that you happen to be stepping on.
Am I able to notice what they are?
It's possibly dark down here. It's
Oh,
not a light source.
if by channel, it's probably gonna piss this thing off, and I'll have to fight it. I use telekinesis to like push like the sand away
Yeah,
gently.
yeah. What is your discipline?
A 10.
Okay, you're able to identify several sets of human remains. They're all interchangeably connected here. Scouring further along within a 5-meter radius, you notice yet more remains, and you appear to be standing on a mound of them.
Can I do a memory recovery of this area?
The memory recovery shows groups of adepts, most likely shaded clan members, traversing this route, similar to the one you're taking now. And some of them seem to have encountered something significant in this spot where the memories cease.
Does it seem like they're altered or blocked the memories?
Yes. Putting two and two together, you're able to recognize that the entombed's ability of being a ghost familiar may entail other ghost familiars that it's come across with the ability to corrupt these memorize.
Alright. Can I rated its mind? Can I talk to it? An entombed familiar?
Yes. However, its method of communication is slow, and instead you only hear womp 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 womp.
Fucking
Womp.
dude, I need to capture this familiar. It's pretty fucking good.
You need to learn aqua. You need to learn aqua language.
Womp 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 womp.
If you knew aqua language, you could speak it.
I'm gonna give it a memory. I'm gonna tell it submit to me or die.
Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
And I give him the memory of me instantly killing that great shell.
Blah, 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 blah. It retaliates and becomes aggressive.
Dun, dun, dun.
It uses Storm Glaive Trinity from underneath the ground.
Ooh, Stormglaive Trinity. That sounds kinky.
The ground beneath the seafloor erupts. The bones and sand shoot upwards, and an enormous discharge of electricity explodes in a large AoE as the spiritual power coalesces. This is base 130, power 5.
I absorb it.
I don't know.
Fuck, no, I can't because I'm only at power 2 right now. Fuck,
Discharge.
I'm going to ether guard that shit.
Okie dokie.
And I'm going to continue to spell charge. My spell charged just in case.
Okie dokie. You recognize Stormglaive Trinity belonging to that of a Storm Spawn Hydra, which is yet another great dragon familiar.
Why would that thing be underwater?
I don't know.
Right.
Remember, the entombed familiar inhabits an object of some kind. That object can be moved anywhere.
Yeah.
So what was that structure? Is Ether Guard
Well-
only something he has, or
Ether Guard is all of you guys have Ether attunement, so you guys all have Ether Guard. It is just defend, except it's twice as effective.
okay?
So it's 70%.
Typically, you should only be able to use it when you're channeling Ether, though.
So I have to wait till I get up to like a high enough power.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, then I'll just defend it in that case. So minus 40% damage.
Defend.
Or guard it, yeah. It's like
I guess I don't have an Ether Guard.
okay.
All right.
will begin full power with spirit. So I should be at this turn should be at a power 4.
No
Since I was
problemo.
at a 2, and I'll use an action to I already misaligned it. Resolution, no. This thing can't feel pain, right? No.
Negative.
Um,
Since it's your turn, you have raid going. You can use an interact action to know its battle strategy if you want to burn that interact action.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so basically it has a list of dragon techniques available for it right now.
Okay.
The one it's probably going to hit you next with is if you're in close proximity, it's going to use soul breath on you.
Okay, I know what that is.
If you are in larger proximity, then far further away, it may use comment on you.
Interesting. Would severance work on it to sever its mental connection to severs established mentally the construct of monostructure?
So that's if like you're controlling something via sorcery, or
Okay.
a pylon, or a magitech, like Rivet Cast of the Machine. Your other two teammates just used. They could use mental severance on them to disconnect to their rivet, basically.
Okay.
But this guy is just controlling himself at the moment.
There's no Can you share on them?
The familiar is also very surprised to see that you survived Stormglaive, since all the other adepts that came across it basically died instantly from it.
Got the surprise Pikachu face.
Correct.
I already used my interact action, so I can't tell it to do something. Okay, I will. I'll go in for just a melee. Power 4.
It is currently still submerged. There's about 2 meters of sand beneath it, on top of it, pardon me.
I want to blow up the structure it's in.
If destroyed, entombed familiars immediately have to go to something else in small AoE radius, because they're not allowed to exist outside of an object unless obviously subdued. If there's no objects capable of enshrining the familiar, when the object is destroyed, it instantly dies.
Okay. So, can I get a picture of what this object is? It's entombed in.
Can you get a picture of it?
That's
It's
memory?
still no. The only thing you have is the spiritual energy signature. That only gives you distance. So unless you have a way of parsing the information out about what it's enshrined in or whatever, something like that, then no, I can't tell you that.
Okay. I'll just do a subdue check, and like all I can do is AOE stuff, and I want to destroy this area. Actually, I'll use a telekinesis and push the sand away over it.
Okie dokie. It's
And do
endurance 5.
Holy shit! Nice. All right, so my power is a 4. I'm just pushing the sand that's on top of it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the stuff around it away.
Okay. What's up?
And I'll end my turn.
Okay, so you move the sand away and you reveal the face of a large statue that seems to be partially submerged still within the sands. It looks to be a statue of a dragon, although the head has been completely removed and defaced. and instead you see the symbol of the void, where its neck is.
Kinky.
Interesting.
All right. So that's its turn. Are you in small AOE?
Um, Probably moderate.
Okay, it's going to use comment on you. That's base 50.
Okay.
Let me see.
Is that from the Aurora familiar?
What is the what?
Is that the attack from the Aurora familiar?
That is correct. Yeah, that's that's power 4, base 50. Do you want to do something about that?
So it's parody. I will absorb it.
Okie dokie. Your turn.
I will use a interact action again and tell it again submit to me.
It says fuck off.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay at power 5, and I'm just gonna go into the melee on the statue.
Okay. Power endurance is 5. What is your power? You said 5?
Power's 5,
Okay.
so it's 5 hits. Can you roll for the 45, please?
Okie dokie.
So I guess I can done that myself.
It's a miss on the last hit.
5 hits of 20, so that's 100.
All right. 100 damage. I think he'll counter. Never mind. He's not going to counter. It's going to attack this time with a Disruption Claw. This is base 10. This is power 3.
Okay. I know what this does.
This deals disruption damage equal to twice whatever damage you take.
And this is a what, melee?
This is a melee.
I will guard it.
Okay.
One of my guards.
Are you blocked twice? It is your move.
Does my my lore give me insight how much vitality this has?
If it's adult, if it's fully grown, it can be pretty high vitality.
Okay. I guess I will. I will switch to demonic, increase my power, and I'll go in for in this area I will Ask of Oblivion at a power 6. That's a scale once for 150 damage.
Holy crap. The water in the area is disturbed and creates a strong current that makes everywhere you go haywire, and more sand is kicked up all over the place, and visibility is shot.
Okay.
All right, what is the base on that? You sorry, did you already have the damage?
Yeah, it would be 150.
150. Okay.
And I will go in for a melee. So can you roll for the 45?
Okay. It's gonna be a hit on the 45.
Okay, so this thing's doing melee, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically it'd be, because I got the extra hit, it'd be 7 hits at
140. Or no, it positively scales.
yeah, once.
Okay.
So 40 times 7.
40 times 7?
Yeah.
That'd be 280, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so it is now bloodied. The statue has several cracks in it now.
Okay. That's my turn.
Right.
New turn.
I reckon it looks like Patty O'Brien's crack.
Since when it's 60, so that's 590.
Well, it's his turn. I'm gonna be right back. I'll hurry up.
Okay, it's going to use a Meteor Storm for a large AoE. This is power 3.
Yow.
I love you, Meteor Storm.
Okay. What's the damage on it?
That's a base 75.
Or 3 any negative scaling?
Yeah, negative scaling of 25.
Okay, so let's see. My endurance is 5.
So it's going to do 25 damage.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okie dokie. Is your move.
I will use the interact action to attempt to subdue.
Holy crap. Alright, go ahead.
Three.
Is that your highest? Is there any bonuses you have? This is a ghost familiar.
Oh yeah, plus 50%, so that's a 4.
Okie dokie. So that's still gonna fail. Let's see, how much damage have we done here? This is 280 plus the blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that's it's pretty close to dead actually, but 3 is definitely not gonna cut it. It's bloodied as a mofo.
What's a mofo?
Use
A
the-
mofo is someone who is not friendly in the general sense to mothers.
I thought it was a motorized foreigner.
It's not.
Just look up
You
Chris
sure it's not a
Chan.
motorized foreigner?
It's not Chris Chan.
Oh.
Actually, I'll just kill it and I'll feed it to my familiar.
Your call.
Oh no.
This is a fucking pretty good familiar though.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'll just kill it and feed it to my familiar.
All right, what do you want to do?
I'll melee it then.
It just destroys and the object is annihilated. Entombed familiar then retreats to a skull.
A skull.
It's in a skull. It's entombed in a skull.
Before it retreats, can I counter with container?
It's not able to exist outside of an object. If you stop it from moving, it'll die instantly.
Put this.
That's what I'm trying to do. It kills it, then I just need my familiar to eat its essence.
Problem. Yeah, you can do it. Its power is
Yeah.
3. What is your power?
6.
All right, go ahead and roll your D6 power to power.
Ooh.
9.
Holy shit. Where's your 9?
Oh, hold on. Plus a 6 to that plus 1 roll. So 7, 8, 9 total.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen it here.
I just
Alright.
forgot the plus 6 to it.
Anywho, so yeah, the familiar instantly dies, and Mr. Drakeling Familiar. So has Drakeling been out the whole time?
Well, I guess I put him back.
Do
Specify. Yeah.
you guys remember hear him say "put it back"?
He didn't say he put it back.
I was in the bathroom. Just kidding. I don't know. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
forgot
I
that.
didn't specifically specify if I put him back.
You truly did not, but this also you weren't. You did also didn't summon him in this location. You summoned him way back at the Exo Familiar in that telekinetic bubble, which
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have not been sustaining this whole time. So I'm just going to assume he's back inside you.
Ew.
All right, so go ahead and tune Familiar to Drakeling Familiar. And then you begin to hear evolution music Bing bonk. Bing bonk, bing bonk, bing
That's
bonk.
evolution music?
Bing bonk, bing bonk, bing bonk, bing bonk.
Oh,
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
He evolves into Darkness Drake.
nice.
Except he refuses to evolve because he's underwater. He doesn't want to do it here.
Okay.
Now write this down.
Okay.
+2 to BDSM checks.
No,
+3 to S&M checks.
you don't get any of those either.
S&M? What's S&M?
-6 to intelligence.
It's a silver and metal.
Mm.
That was fun. Yay.
What do I get here? Um, all right, so yeah, you got evolved. In the meantime, what's going on with other peeps?
Well, we got giggled at, and I want to say to the Gypsy Master, look, what? What, what do you want? I want to try mentally communicate with him, with it. So
It
what?
does
What
uh,
is it?
it does not reciprocate. Instead, it only snickers.
Does it snicker in my mind or out loud?
It snickers out loud.
Uh,
Um,
well, say, look, it's probably not the greatest of idea. I know you think you're doing a good job and that you're winning, and you are.
Are you outside right now?
What's that?
Are you outside or in the temple?
Well, wherever we are, wherever we need to be doing the the work.
the work. Yeah.
Right, so long as in the exterior in that hole you all dug, I
Yeah.
guess you're watching guard from on top, so that means you're outside.
Okay.
You see the Shadowmancer in the distance.
Oh,
He removes his own head and begins tossing it between his arms as he snickers.
That's metal.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Is there like a log nearby or something? Like a fallen log or a large stone or something?
Yeah.
I want to use some elementalism to pick that up and like juggle that around in the air.
It lays down and holds its head above its shoulders as it kicks up its legs and watches you juggle the object.
Okay, so he's interested. Okay, he's interested.
Okay.
Okay. So I got a stone, and then now I'll pull a log into the action, and then
You can
I'll
juggle
then
one of my fireballs too.
put the big stone on top of the log, like it's balanced there, and then just hold it.
Okay. He begins spinning his head round in his hands above his shoulder and snickering.
Mhm. Okay. So now, so I'll lift the thing up a little bit higher, and then while the rock is spinning in a horizontal axis, we're gonna have the log come around to a horizontal position, and then spin in an orbit around the stone.
It does not show any change in demeanor.
You still doing the same thing?
Yes.
Um, I guess he doesn't think it's that cool.
He's waiting for your grand finale.
He's waiting for my grand finale.
Yeah.
Well, can I grab more objects?
I guess so. What do you just you're just juggling them, right?
Yeah, okay, so what I'll do is I'll take, if it's possible, I'll take one, two, three, four, five logs and the large rock, and I'll make a stick figure out of that in the air, and then I'll have like the hand pull off its head, like the rock, and then juggle it back and forth, and then basically replicate what he just did, only with the logs and the large rock.
The shadow familiar leaps and begins mimicking the stick figure.
Keep
Okay.
going.
And then it snickers.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make the stick figure dance a jig.
He's dancing a jigo.
So, okay. So I guess I could just sit here and just do everybody dance now, dance music. I could do Ginyu Force. I could do paintings. I could do lewd stuff. I could get a whole nother stick figure in the action. Actually, that probably wouldn't work. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep doing this, I guess.
There's another snicker coming from the opposite direction.
Oh shit.
I send a mental communication to Shinna explaining everything that's going on while I'm sweating, putting this thing together.
I receive it.
So I think we might have a problem here, Shinna.
All right.
It looks
On
like.
my way.
All right.
No, supersonic. I'll be there in 30 seconds.
Come to the. What's this place called again?
The ruins.
The ruins. Come to the ruins, not the temple.
Unless you're from the south.
The temple and the ruins are the same thing.
Oh, okay. I meant the fort. The fort.
Yeah, okay. All right, you now see, you have a visual of two Shadowmancers watching your performance, Mr. Ulta.
Two of them?
Correct.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Alright, I'm gonna have to get real creative now. I'm gonna have to pull out all the stops. I'm gonna have to be using elementalism and mental energy techniques, like mental web and shit.
Do you want
Make
to?
sure I feel real good.
What is your discipline? Make a discipline check.
It's my discipline. Alright. Roll a 14.
A 14. Okay, that suffices.
Sweet.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring in a whole nother figure out of debris, whatever, laying on the ground. We'll weave that up into an interesting thing,
Okay.
and then I guess I'm just gonna do a show, like I don't know.
Like a puppet show?
I'll do a reenactment of I'll do some ironic comedy, like tripping and stuff like that. I'll try some romance, just trying to get a beat for what they're looking for. Maybe to try some aggression.
The Shadow Familiars begin doing cartwheels toward each other before they meet and begin mimicking your puppet show with one of their own.
Oh, okay.
Instead, they show Saudi toiling away, and they motion a giant guillotine above him as he's working, slowly dropping.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wait, what?
oh no.
So they were mimicking the thing, and then all of a sudden a guillotine appeared above his head?
Yeah, their puppet show is you making shenanigans, Ulta toiling away, and a guillotine above Ulta slowly dropping down. I'm sorry, Saudi, not Ulta.
Is it real though?
I don't know.
Uh, well, I mean, Sadi can see that, right? Well, you might want to watch it out there. Just I don't know how this is gonna go,
All
but
right.
huh?
I'll just throw out one of my Visage familiars, just just uh, just to keep an eye out.
Uh, I guess maybe one of them will like hug the other one.
Okay.
Do they hug?
The two familiars? No, they're making puppets of their own and continuing their little puppet show here. There's a third Snicker, however.
Shit.
There's more of them.
Correct.
Maybe we
Well,
should just
they like the puppet show, I guess. Well, hmm.
maybe I should start juggling fire or something till Shinna gets here.
But then what? There's three of them.
I don't know. I just gotta make it more flashy, cause
The
there's
third one
Three Shadowmancers? Holy fuck.
has begun to walk up to the hole and viewing the two of you much closer than the others. Its
Well,
head is
hello
also
there.
its head is currently spinning around and it snickers.
Do
so.
that for a response.
Wozer bozer.
Any interesting response to my counter snicker?
Would I be able to? Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
would I be able to use elementalism while working at the same time? Like,
Yeah. Depends what you want to do.
um, I just kind of want to make like light fireworks shoot above the our puppet show,
Okay. That's
and
fine.
just like little tiny explosions, not too loud, not too menacing, but
It's going
also
to give a pretty big signature away from you guys, you know.
I
It's a
I'm
light show in the middle of the night.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. The familiar closest to you does a giant backflip and then begins to cartwheel over to the other familiars. As he arrives, he quickly turns himself into a guillotine and chops the Sadi in half.
Jeez.
And then all three of them begin snickering and become still.
Wait, they chopped their shadow version of Saudi in half, or the actual Saudi in half?
No, not the actual Sadi.
Fuck.
It's just
Okay, so they cut them in half, and then they snickered, and now they're just sitting there all silent.
They're silent, yeah, and identical in posture.
Okay, so I guess that was their finale, uh, and now it's our coup de grace time, I guess.
Yeah?
Okay. Since that happened, then okay, these two are going to like wrestle around and look like they're going back and forth and maneuvering around each other. And then all of a sudden, one of them is going to kick the other one in the chest, and each of the components is going to go off in multiple directions. And I'm also going to communicate mentally to Sadi that I'm going to do this. And as soon as I kick the log, you should have a little fireball explode from that point. Just a
okay.
little one.
All right.
You know, like lighting a cup of gasoline on fire. Nothing huge.
So don't shatter the wood, the logs.
Yeah, we just want a little.
All right.
And then that's what we do. Ready and
Cub.
action.
Okay. The Spontaneous performance puts considerable stress to your aptitude. Give me another discipline check with a -1. There's a lot.
So I'm doing this because I'm keeping track of all these objects and stuff, right?
Correct.
So does that mean I get cognitive virtuosity on this one?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm only gonna get a +2 from that. Okay, so whatever I roll, it's +2. Discipline. I forgot to add it on the last one, but whatever. +2.
So it's a 10 plus 2?
Yeah,
Okay, so 12.
yeah.
All right. That suffices.
Oh,
The performance is exemplary, and there's an explosion at the end. What happens after the explosion?
the victor, uh, raises his hands up in the air, and then he does a bow,
Make him.
and then he waves to the crowd, um, and
I-
he bows again, and he just backs up and disappears into the darkness.
The Shadowmancers begin clapping their arms in uniformity and spinning their heads, and their snickers as they move up and down.
All right. Um,
So,
oh, and then I have the puppet come back again, and
Maybe come back.
he's waving and he's bowing again, and then he points at me and he bows directly at me, and I extend my hand out, and he log fives me, uh, and then
I'll give it a log 5 too.
and then he holds my hand up with his giantness and his logness. I'm like, oh, thank you, and I throw my hands to the side like, no, you're the star of the show.
All right, the Shadowmancers begin to mimic your display with the three of them, and copying your puppetry and Sadi at the same time. All your actions are mimicked perfectly.
Oh, jeez. Um, and then I can't manifest. Are there any flowers on the ground?
Is there? I'll send a.
You sure?
I'll send a mental communication to Kronos to see maybe they're just crazy enough to, or Ulta, maybe they're just crazy enough to like eat one of another or something. If you can trick them with the puppet show.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm kind of getting there. But yeah, were there any flowers on the ground?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab a flower and tuck that into the log crack or something on my big giant puppet, and he's gonna be, oh, thank you, and bow, and wave as he walks off into the night.
All right, one familiar walks off into the night.
Didn't one of the familiar? Why didn't one of the familiars explode then?
Because they weren't puppeting you at the time.
Because he doesn't know how to explode. Did one of the familiars give him a flower though?
Yes.
He did?
Yes.
Wait, are you saying that or did he?
Yes.
Did you guys hear him say that he gave him a flower?
I
Yes.
I heard.
mimic everything perfectly.
Yeah, he did. He did say he mimicked everything perfectly. All right, well, there's one. I guess I'll present my hand out to the Shadowmancer. Like, your turn. What do you got?
Oh,
Like with that slight bow, like.
They do an inverted bow and begin walking on all fours and begin moving in intervals one at a time toward you guys in a zigzag motion as they begin to snicker.
can I use my fire elementalism to mimic their movements in this, like, kind of next to
Like with a
them
couple of
while I'm,
fireballs.
well, just like fireman, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fire guy. I'm
like
gonna need discipline check from you.
okay.
Discipline.
Oh
That's
no.
pretty good. It is
I've
successful.
seen better.
So I'll just do that. Well, kind of just mimic them with the fire guys while I still continue to work.
As the explosion went down from before and the continuation of this fire burning, blah, 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 blah. Where's that shit?
Yay.
You do notice from the fireworks and so forth that from a distance you spot the outline of that enormous tower from before, and a deep foreboding sensation takes hold of your thoughts in the back of your mind. Although at first you could swear your eyes had been cheated, you slowly begin to comprehend just barely what you were able to see. The incalculably high tower perched into the recess of the island that you've only previously been moving through. So invisible was the structure that a sense of violation in its wake has taken hold of your innate defensive instincts, like prey before a large, stealthier predator. This feeling then only turns all the more visceral when your eyes begin to track the length of the height far into the distance, and you notice the contortion of the sky's actual shape around this structure.
Am I the
Like a
only?
water droplet tapering off the end of a point, the tower's solid form shows signs of being irrationally stretched over the sky like a tarp. You notice features being melded away into the bleakness of this dull night sky until the signs of contorted space and material are altogether indetectable. And you suddenly realize the origin of this perpetual night plaguing the island.
Tower.
Tower.
Tower of Babel?
We gotta get rid of this fucking tower.
It's
Fuck
pronounced
tower.
Babel.
So was that me only seeing that, or was that both me and Alta
That's
seeing?
both you and Ulta.
Wow.
Whoa. Was that the same tower that tagged us before?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you saw that, right, Alta?
Oh yeah. That's pretty bad. Well, at least now we know that's a bad thing. We gotta get rid of that thing.
Yeah.
It's not natural. But
Not
voiced.
natural, indeed.
Voiced.
Do you think
We
our
got the performance of our lifetime.
do you think our friends know this? Our friends, the Shadowmancers?
Oh, I don't know that they actually have the cognitive ability to even care.
Even care? Okay.
Then again, they might, but if they do, they probably like it because it's dark all the time.
Anyway, so the Shadowmancers continue to move toward you at precise intervals, one after another, in a zigzag motion, and they are closing the distance.
We split up.
They continue to follow Ulta.
So we're like opposite each other now.
Yes,
Yeah.
And they're both chasing Alta?
correct.
I don't know they're chasing. We're still kind of maybe in a dance right now.
In a dance. Okay.
So I guess maybe now I'll stop and then motion my hands over to the forest, and then I'll start some elementalism going where I'm moving the leaves a lot with the wind. Obviously, some of the leaves are breaking off, so they're getting pulled off into the air. And I'm gonna start spinning those around into a little vortices and moving those around over top of us and then dropping them down like snow.
They begin to snicker. Then they come upright and stand and are slumped over. Their heads have stopped spinning as they stand still looking at you.
I say, you in their minds, I say you seem fun. Will you travel with me?
They begin to snicker.
How far away are they? They're like right there, aren't they?
They're probably about 7 meters away.
Yeah, they're like right there.
Jeez.
Um,
What are you channeling right now?
me? Spirit?
Okay.
I'm an adept.
What is your power?
Let's see. Well, I got here and I was keeping guard, so it's probably a 2.
I guess y'all should answer Chris's message.
Yeah, I see it.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. That wasn't messaged.
Boom, 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 boom. Let's see.
Oh, sorry, Salam. This is a group chat.
Yeah.
Text message.
I said, alright, was it messaged?
Sorry, brother.
It's all good.
So who did what?
Oh, did I get Captain mental communication?
Yes, but only towards the end of your skirmish with the entombed familiar. You've only just received them.
Okay.
I mean, Chris needs to know what kind.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, well, no problem.
So I was running the other way out. I don't know what to do besides.
So there's not much you're going to be able to do unless you want to discontinue the machine.
Yeah. So I'll just still continue the machine.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you guys do, Morningstar?
I guess I will.
Answer this text first.
I don't ever fucking stand it. Like, does he ask me what Casey and I want, or is he telling me like we didn't reply, so we didn't get anything?
I'm going to the store at 1500. Let me know what cuts of steak to get you.
Oh, okay, I see that text now. I assume he's still there.
Yeah, because he just responded.
Yeah, the other message with is only 2 minutes old, so I think it's probably fair to say he's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, one Morningstar Casey's coming. You know, just tell him what cuts.
All right, cool. I did.
Okie dokie.
Texting is hard.
New York, that's about 50.
Okay.
A little under, whatever.
I will take mental note of this location I'm at, the coordinates, and I will demonic phase back to that place, keeping that spell charged for probably like the last 20 minutes. And at the same time, I'll have my demonic familiar use one of its technique, or my dragon familiar use its technique.
I got my visage out.
Hidden in
Forgot about
darkness.
What about the dragon's familiar techniques?
The darkness drake, I'll have it hidden in darkness, where suppresses all signature of itself, becoming invisible at night or in very dark areas.
Yeah, so you leave the ocean, and then your darkness drake evolves into the drakeling evolves into the full fledged darkness drake. Gotcha.
Yeah. And from there, I'll just demonic phase back to the captain and Ulta.
Right, you get their coordinates, and you phonic phase towards them. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I think we might need to take a moment here.
Everything all good?
Yeah, Kronos is absent right now.
Okay.
So there's going to be 3 Shadowmancermen. Well, actually, there's just 2 at the moment.
Oh.
Do the cha 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 cha.
I found both of those, the Game Boy versions of the Evolve music and the Battle music.
Noise.
Oh yeah.
Put it in chat.
This fucking red version, blue version, and green version, the games sell for quite a bit of money today.
Are you talking about the originals?
Yeah, like the original ones.
The original Japanese ones? Yeah, they wouldn't even work. But yeah, I guess that's crazy. People would just buy them anyway. I don't even know what they look like.
They're like very basic. Like the red version looks like this on the actual game cartridges.
Yeah.
I saw one here at Retro Game for like $460.
That was my first one was blue. Blue version.
I only played the green one. Or Emerald. Yeah, I've only ever played Emerald.
What the? Fucking YouTubers. If you try to look for this thing, and there's just a bunch of clickbait. Like, I'm looking for actual green version original footage, and there's just this clickbait of fake green version. Mm.
I remember I really wanted to get the yellow version, but
Yeah, think about it. Yellow version is actually a total scam. In that if you want to get like all the Pokemon, it's like the hardest game to get them all with. Basically, doesn't do you any favors because it excludes a lot that you wouldn't expect it to. It's kind of annoying.
oh wow.
Only if you care about collecting.
I did not know about that.
Should have got these down. Ugh.
So I thought you could, regardless in any game you got, any version of the game you got, you could still get every Pokemon.
It's like trading.
Yeah, that's
That's right.
What you can't get any of. There's not been a single Pokemon game ever made where you can get all the Pokemon in the same game without trading. Yeah, there's plenty of ROM hacks that let you do that. So if you're gonna play a Pokemon game, I would definitely recommend playing a ROM.
Yeah.
I think
What was like the secret to beat the tower, like the battle tower?
the Battle Tower. Oh, bro, in Emerald.
Yeah, dude, the fucking like the AI in the game like spawns based off your level of Pokemon, but they're like counterparts where you fucking get one shotted every fucking
Yeah,
time.
the Battle Tower is fucking broken as fuck. It's like one of the hardest challenges ever. Um, because the thing about Pokemon is your team, you can only make a team to counter other teams basically, and if they pull a team that counters yours, you're kind of fucked. Also, the even if you get all the way through the towers, critical hits or whatever, the bosses have like broken Pokemon like legendaries and stuff. And nobody, like, they're super powerful. Nobody talks about them, and the reward is like so minuscule. It would take forever to do it legit without trading over Ubers from your other save files or whatever.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Like, there's just such a huge skill curve. It's like one of those rare instances in a game where like the learning curve just takes this steep jump when you try to do the extra content. Because if you try to play the battle tower with Pokemon that you like beat the game with, you'll just instantly get creamed. Like it's not even close. You have to have like a specially suited out team
You can have it.
that you like painstakingly grinded and so forth just to stand a chance.
I thought you could do it with like, was it Ghastly? Get like a level 100 Ghastly, you can like instantly put their Pokemon to sleep or something.
I've not heard of that shit. Is there an Emerald version remake that I'm not aware of?
No, I don't think so. I think that's what I tried once.
I
That was the
wonder,
only way I could get anywhere in the
That's because
battle.
you're cheesing. You're a cheese.
I wonder if you could just do it like with a bunch of Dittos, like a team full of 100 Dittos.
Fucking Kirby could do it.
Turbo is banned.
It's the most powerful thing ever created.
Yeah, pretty much if you ask the right people.
So that Wizards of the Coast backed down on their new OGL for now. They made everything open source.
Chance to watch that video. So, what's the situation then?
Um, basically, they're just they put the OGL in the commons and everything's the 5e's in the commons now. So now it's pretty much it can't be touched. They pretty much back down for now. I don't know.
So what? Like reprinting the Power Nines?
I don't know the exact thing, but what they were trying to do is just make the open game license where they can still like homebrews content and like sell it for themselves, change it, and just outright ban you if they wanted to.
Also, like,
And where you have to pay them royalties, and if you make over a certain amount. And
people making videos on like content and stuff. I
um,
think you fucking make them pay royalties.
they're mostly going after like the homebrew people, the people that are making their own books, their own content and stuff like that, their own characters.
Well, I'm not calling it choice. It just means like that's how bold they are. They're so confident that everybody likes their crap that they feel comfortable that they can just pull this shit and survive it. Like it's unbelievable.
They crack down on proxies. No one's gonna fucking play the game.
No.
Yeah,
mean-
everybody, even since they showed their hand like this, they all went to Pathfinder.
Wait, I don't have fun to use the same license.
The new Pathfinder, the one that went away from the OGL. Yeah, the new
I don't
license.
know. There's a new Pathfinder?
Yeah, there's a new Pathfinder, like Pathfinder
What the
2.0.
crap? Oh, okay.
Sorry for going AFK, literally.
Oh my god.
I am now back from being AFK, literally.
That's called BRB.
Well, I didn't know I would need to BRB, so
OMG.
therefore I didn't let you know that I was AFK.
Yeah.
So,
ROTFLOL.
So
um,
Shinnah demon phase to us, and just in the nick of time.
oh, did they attack us?
No, they're
no.
just they're fondling you.
Oh yeah, because they were following, they were doing stuff. They were mimicking us. One of them left, and then
Yeah, that's right. They were zigzagging towards you, and then
zigzagging, and then I did a wait a minute, and then I did the leaves moving, and then up in the air, and then the leaves snowing.
Yeah, but they didn't have any of it, and they're just standing there with their heads in normal position and posture, without saying nothing.
Oh, they didn't find that interesting?
No.
No.
They continue to stare at you. Give me discipline check. You're being triggered by your emotional instability.
Oh, really? Okay, I mean,
And
I got a 14 with
Holy
a.
crap.
Is this a -1?
This is the no.
Okay. This is not for maintaining the coolness of the show.
This is no. This is just
Oh,
about making sure your other personality doesn't take over.
oh, okay. Just a 14 then.
Okay, then yeah, that's successful.
Hooray.
I just give basically Shidna a rundown of what's happened so far, and say don't go full power just yet, or you know what? I'm not limiting you. Go ahead, do what you.
So now that they've been completely uninterested, I then, using elementalism and mental web and some telekinesis, I'm going to do my best to try to lift up an amount of leaves that makes, say, I don't know, uh, 10 little leaf guys? And 10 little leaf guys turn into, and then they start stacking into each other until there's just 2 leaf guys looking at each other and doing like I'll paint the fence at each other. And then I look at the gypsies and I put my hand in them like, your turn.
One of them stands on one foot and flattens itself to a two-dimensional space and begins spinning around, before eventually dissolving into shadow and reappearing amongst the leaves where it slashes them all to bits. And then it falls down. Meanwhile, the other one attacks you aggressively without mercy, and he's going to be real mean.
Well,
That's when I stand there between all of them and put my hand up in the air in a motion to snap my fingers. I look at Alta and Sadid and tell them to retreat to the Garden Stone.
Yes, Shinnah appears again in demonic flames, and the Shadowmancer abruptly stops to assess this new foe. This new foe.
so it was coming right for me. Shinna shows up right between it and I.
Correct.
And Shinna says, retreat to the Garden Stone, and I power up more.
Awesome possum.
Not full power. I'm going more. Well, actually, yeah. 3 is probably okay, I guess.
3's for freaking phonies.
How do you guys power up to like things that
Oh wait, this is the wrong file. Really?
I'm not gonna go beyond a 3.
how do you choose your own power thingy?
Well, uh, if your power can go beyond a 3, you can say I don't want to power up beyond that.
So you
Okay.
can actually change the turn count manually,
Oh,
and that should prevent it from changing. So if you want to be stuck at 3 power, just go back to turn 2 before you press end turn, so that when it turns to turn 3 again, it'll stay at turn 3. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So there's 2 Shadowmancers. What is your speed at, Mr. Shinnah?
I should be at 2 right now, but did the captain and Sadid retreat? It's
Sadi's
not-
still in the temple.
Okay, then it's just Alta that needs retreat. This is not. He's okay.
Right, fine.
Because not, he's gonna get hit by this too.
We were having a good time. I'll do it.
Fine, Mom. Am I gonna be? Wait, am I gonna be hit by this too? Or is?
You won't.
Okay.
And all right. Then at my grand show, I just snap my fingers and release the spell charge for like 30 minutes. Like annihilate both of them, kill their spirits.
Holy crap!
We'll just spell charge for 30 minutes. There's a cap on spell charge.
Well, it's been like charging for fucking ever. So it just increases its AOE to moderate. Then every turn it's spell charge, increase the resistance check by 1.
Yeah, still everything caps at 5 unless stated otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the resistance check?
It'll probably be at a 5 because I've been charging it for a while.
So what's the new total that they have to pass?
Yeah. What's the base
Oh.
resistance check?
Oh, 15.
Well, they both fail.
And at a -5, they'd have to make a 20.
Uh,
Doesn't look like that's
No.
gonna happen. Unless you're a Necrian.
both fail, so both Shadowmancers are targeted, and they succumb to this technique. They wither away and begin to collapse into shadows, and deteriorate and die.
Well,
That was awesome.
you kill quickly. But is that what the crowd wants? If you want glory, if you want your freedom, you must give them something they've never seen before.
I've never seen that before.
You must entertain the crowd. The mob is Rome.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
No one answers because you killed everyone, idiot. All right.
And you told us to go the fuck away, like, hey, your show sucks. Well, I mean, your show sucked so bad, you killed the audience.
I just was trying to be cool.
You're trying way too hard.
What a try hard.
You made everybody laugh so hard, they died. Okay, so that was
Yeah, that's 2 Shadowmancers that have been slain. Those are greater familiars. Does anybody want to do a thing?
with greater familiars.
Yes.
Can anybody resurrect familiars?
Negative, not greater familiars.
Can we? Oh, can we collect their?
Although
Can we
there's
collect
a certain ghost
capacity?
familiar that has the capability of resurrection.
Aww.
Wait, what now?
There is one particular ghost familiar that has a resurrection capability.
Yeah,
Isn't that one in a jar or dead? I forgot.
I don't think we've encountered it.
Oh yeah, we may have encountered it already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then it's not what I was thinking.
It's what I'm thinking, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Well, anyway, is there any physical remains to collect for any reason?
No.
I will have my
Essence is
dragon
basically,
consume.
withering away. What's up?
I'll have my dragon consume those bastards too.
Okie dokie. He summons forth the dark drake. I'm sorry, the darkness drake.
Write that down. It consume because it just leveled up, so these would be brand new feedings to whatever that is.
Yeah, erase the other ones and just put the 2 Shadowmancers.
Wow. That's a good meal.
Parenthesis greater. Parenthesis pity.
Parentheses banned.
Yeah, my turn economy is at 100 and everything. All right, so
That was awesome.
Ben, Ben, Bennett. Oh, it's French. Benedi.
No.
You are Benedi. However, you say in America, it is a Benedi.
It's
Ben,
beamed. It's beamed.
Benedi. Yes, of course. Benedi.
Okie dokie. Well, you blew it.
Blew it.
I told you to go with the flow, and you decided to use demonic death magic instead.
You didn't tell me to go with the flow.
I told you to go with the flow. I told you everybody was doing it. You have to give in, and you didn't do it. And you blew your chance.
I just want to be an edgelord.
When people say go with the flow, probably less than 1% of the time means use demonic death magic.
Means do what everybody else is not doing.
Oh,
No.
I don't think go with the flow ever means do what people are not doing. But I don't even know what you meant by go by the flow, so
you just wanted to see.
Go with the flow means get possessed by the Shadowmancer.
oh. Well, alls I know is that my picture for my character has fluid in its hand.
That's pretty cool.
You look pretty
So
happy
does
about it.
Mine has the same, except it's different fluid, presumably.
Yeah, you look like you're tired, and you're gonna drink that, and you'll be more awake, but then you'll have diarrhea. And I look like I've been up for 50,000 years.
That's pretty cool.
And it looks like if I drink that, I'm probably going to explode.
It looks like your penis is on your forehead.
Well, it could be a
Huh.
nipple.
Kind of looks like a stem.
Ask a blast. All right. So you're going to continue on the temple work. What will happen in the meanwhile?
Well, I'm gonna keep guarding this guy because obviously it's necessary. Because these guys are nuts. There's at least one more out there. I'll tell you that right now, Shinna. I was doing the puppet show, and they were having a good time. It's kind of like dealing with children. Um, and I was able to get one of them to go away, and just got him to walk away. So,
Through
but
mimicry.
yeah, he was coming at me like a spider monkey. So I get it, but I think I might have calmed him down, maybe. And if not, well then, you showed up the right time.
Oh,
Indeed.
can you share him the memory with the big shiny red thing in the sky?
Oh, the tower?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good idea. Well, is that a memory mitosis share?
Exactly.
Yeah. And a memory mitosis, the recollection of the time the tower availed itself to us,
Is
Yeah,
that
during the
the
as
fireworks.
well as the puppet show, with particular emphasis on my part in the puppet show.
Hooray.
Yeah, nothing to do with fire at all.
Yeah, it was pretty much like a non-feature, really.
I might even edit it so that when the fire part starts, and I immediately clip over to the audience, they're like, I guess.
no one's impressed by fire anymore?
I know. Mm.
I am.
Wait, you're an edgelord. You're supposed to like love fire.
Without fire, there is no technology.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
There's no fire, there's no technology.
Well,
Fire is literally life and death.
good job, Alta. Fortunately, we had to kill these things. They're pretty, they were causing too much interference in our work.
Agreed. We should probably just handle them like this in the future.
I have something to share, you guys. I'll memory mitosis what I went through in the water and what I found down there.
You're gifted the image of a peculiar light source and structure under the water with a conspicuous a pathway leading to it from the docks, as well as the encounter with the entombed familiar that he destroyed. And it occurs to you that some of the stonework done on the dragon statue housing the entombed familiar is remarkably similar to what you find here.
I'm starting to believe these shadow depths were very cult to the void, and they had, well, probably in the past they've had quite a bit of iconography and temples built to them. I think we're just now finding the ruins.
Yeah.
So do you think people worship these crazy mancers? Was it shadow mancers?
Not the Mancers.
Oh,
They're just powerful familiars that have been enslaved by the void. I think the shadow clans here were very worship, strong worshippers of the void god. I think our journeys will end up leading to that.
I believe you're.
I'm starting to believe that the void most likely had interfering with, or had a part to play in the death of Neos. That's right. The king's name was Neos or Neo.
That's correct.
Okay.
So you think the void god has something to do with the king's death?
I do.
Alright.
But the void only does what is claims what is given to him. I don't believe the void god wouldn't go out of his way to kill the king. That's still done by some orchestrate we saw in the beginning of our mission,
So you think somebody commanded the void god,
or sought its assistance
Sought
in
its
doing so.
it's a better way to?
Awesome possum.
Cool. What next, Captain?
Well, we gotta finish this 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 machine here, the Casilios machine, right? Or,
Yeah, this is basically just a way to remove disruption, so it restores the integrity of the surrounding environment. We'll say.
Casila's correction machine.
There you go.
That
Casilios
thing.
correction.
How long is it going to take to complete this?
Probably like the rest of the day.
Okay.
However,
Not like
We started at a progress of 10,
But if
whatever that means.
it's not long into the night, however, when the welcomed daybreak opens up once again.
Oh, wait.
And the horizon lights up, and the ever-present night fades off,
wait, what?
like opening of a window.
So basically, it was night for like an hour or two, and all of a sudden it's day again. We're like, holy shit. It worked.
It is now day. Yeah, the night shattered all at once, like removing curtain. Yeah.
Like taking your towel off.
Yes. And the tower is gone.
Tower's gone.
It is gone.
Okay.
Well,
Interesting. Okay.
that was going to be the next thing, is to destroy the tower, but
Yeah, we were gonna go back to the fort and be like, well, we'd probably have to scout around the tower to make sure we're not just,
blindly.
nuking an area that people live in.
do it, pussies.
What do you mean? Now, if it was
I look at Alta and I'm like, sorry, that's the demons.
now if it was a matter of there was a settlement full of people there and they couldn't be warned, and if I didn't push the nuke button on it right now, all the demons from outside the finite realm would come in. I wouldn't hesitate. I'd push the button. I'd feel real bad, but whoops.
You keep pounding something, you can pound the button.
Of course, the clouds around the island's ever-present storms are still looming overhead, but a slight break in their formation has revealed the sun momentarily.
So is this the first time sun's been shown in this area for a long time, or
This is
it
the second time.
second
When you
time?
guys first got here, the sun broke out as well. And then it disappeared only a few hours after.
So now it's real daytime.
But nighttime's coming.
But it'll be real nighttime.
Nice.
Not oddball reverse nighttime.
Do you think those shadow mancers had something to do with that? What's going on, Ulta?
Well, they're just familiars.
Oh,
I
they're
mean,
just
they're
familiars.
powerful familiars, but they're just familiars. They're not really. They don't really have an agency to do.
Disrupt the sky
Thing.
like that.
Now, that's not to say that somebody isn't controlling them to, monitor or patrol an area or something, but
Okay.
I don't believe they have any they don't have the agency required to plot or plan anything grandiose beyond just eating.
Alright. What I meant by that is not necessarily planning, but just being used to blot out the potential, the night, or the light in the sky.
Would I know that? I mean, I don't think that familiars would have that kind of power, would they?
To change the weather of the planet?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, some really powerful familiars can do crazy crap like that. Hurricane familiar? Yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, make it so that, like, an entire continent is just night all the time?
Um, what is your adept lore?
3.
Basically, familiars never are allowed to grow to that size under normal circumstances. You'd have to have a series of powerful familiars basically in some sort of conflict in order to have that kind of effect. But many clans have dedicated their majority of their clan's work to curtailing the rampant growth of familiars to avoid planetary disruptions on that kind of scale. So in this day and age, that's virtually impossible. In fact, the presence of these unkempt hurricane familiars moving about this island is pretty much only possible because of the island's isolation status.
Right. So however long that's been going on is how long the hurricane familiars have been growing.
Correct.
Because otherwise, normally, you'd have Adept over here that would wrangle them before they even got to that.
Exactly.
Okay. Makes sense.
Probably wouldn't even get to be tornadoes.
So
Wampa Stompa.
Okay, well. I think we did a thing. We did a thing.
we did
Okay.
a good thing.
So the tower's gone. It's daylight. So now we get a day-night cycle. Okay, it's a whole new game. Maybe we won't get pillaged every second. Okay, so what's the next long-term thing we gotta do? We got
So wait,
we got the fort thing. We got this thing figured out. I guess Death Knights are still an issue, right?
you want to go fight the last Death Knight?
You killed 1 or 2?
Should
Killed
we
one of them.
check to see how the townspeople are dealing with the day, or are not really worried about them yet?
I think we should finish our investigation here before we go back.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's in a completely other place, different place.
Oh, where's Hoth? Is he with us?
Yes.
He was with us the whole time we were doing that puppet show. He was just all
Hoth is going to be absent from fights because I'm never going
Right.
to remember he's there.
The aliens are so weird. So weird.
What did you say, Joshua?
He's going to be absent because I'm never going to remember he's there. So someone has to remind me Hoth is there.
Okay.
I always forget he's there too.
So killing these Shadowmancers made it daylight out. That's
We have
strange.
not established that.
I
That's
don't.
just conjecture.
Have I finished it hasn't been like long enough for me to finish the.
We're going to say it's finished now.
It's
Yeah.
finished.
Yeah, I thought he finished the build, and that's what.
That's
Exactly.
okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I thought that's what made the night go away.
Well,
We can check it, right? Is there a way to read it and see what it does now that it functions? Or
yeah, no, it's operational.
It's operation. Sir, and it does the disruption, like removes disruption, right? That's what.
Yeah, that's correct. So basically, the area has been hit with some sort of disruption that's contorting the way Casillas represents that spot in real space, and you're basically rectifying that.
Mm.
So once you activate it, it should show the real location.
and we just and Sadi just did that, right? By completing the analysis and
You can activate it whenever you want.
Oh, it hasn't been activated yet?
No, it's just complete. It's not been activated.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was complete and activated, and that's why the night went away. So
Negative.
okay, so then yeah, it could be these familiars or something.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, I guess let's turn it on.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Let's turn it on.
You turn on the stabilizing apparatus. The disruption is removed, and reality contortion peels off, and the stone begins to form out of the dirt. Moisture in the air is removed and turns back into fixtures of the building. The building itself materializes in the air, and you're left with singular building a singular structure with a staircase that actually moves down into the temple. Basically, an entire compartment of this structure on the surface level that had been entirely erased. Inside the structure are various dragon statues. It looks like they have been besmirched, defiled, and otherwise destroyed.
Fucking named ones.
These statues no longer have the God and Stone blessing. It looks like it has been purposefully stripped away by something. On top of that, there is the holdings place that was once enchanted that used to hold whatever this adept had taken. Did you guys already, not the adept, the unnamed one had taken? You guys already saw that memory or no?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
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 Did you see what he took?
Took the dragon eggs, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct. The eggs are all gone. And the holding place is completely gone and removed and emptied.
But what can strip God and turn stone? Take
Other,
away God and stone.
basically just other gods. Chaos goddess, void god, death god.
Oh, I thought God and stone was created by the Order God,
This is correct.
but under lesser gods can take away his blessing.
So basically, if you're a level 1 order god acolyte, your blessing doesn't hold too much water. It doesn't. It
Okay.
doesn't have the authority as like a level 7 guy.
Well, you can't make it till you're like level 5, right?
I don't remember exactly where you get it.
It's pretty late. It's like 5 or 6.
Okay, yeah. Well, it didn't cut it. Celestials can also remove it.
Celestials are like demigods. In this
Exactly.
world? Okay.
I guess you could look at it like as an orchestrate. When you're an acolyte of the Order God, you're kind of asking the Order God for this blessing. The Order God's like, okay. But then, like, when the Void God comes by, he doesn't need to ask for a blessing. He's just like, this is in my way, and I move it.
Correct.
Okay, that makes sense.
But now, if for some reason the Order God had a really big interest in this Godden Stone, then the Void God would have to ask for for a blessing to move it.
Yes.
So do you think it was stolen for the Void God, or am I the
Name
Dragon
ones
Egg?
do where the fuck they want.
I mean, and it could also be, could it possibly be an Order God acolyte that's of a higher status?
Yeah.
Like a 5 put it down, but then a 7 came by and it's like, yeah, I don't really know what this is here, and just went, oh, blam.
Yeah, the whole thing is the powers granted by the covenants are basically the gods giving responsibility to
Mm-hmm.
orchestras. Like you're allowed to use this responsibly, and you get more responsibility the more devotion over a longer period of time that you get. Um, this is kind of like an insurance policy when other orchestras choose to show devotion to gods that are purposefully malevolent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you can view Order God people. They're basically the insurance policy for arcanists. And if there's enough insurance, then your God and blessing is allowed to prevent malicious arcane bullshit. But if the person who bestowed it has not accrued enough insurance, then it still doesn't work out. But on top of that, yeah, as you said, an Order God can also exorcise the place and remove the blessing if it's no longer necessary or whatever.
Okay. And the blessings were removed as well as the statues destroyed at the same
It
time.
seems to be pretty clear, yeah. Dragons are also holy artifacts, so the fact that they were removed is tantamount to a sin of desecration.
Yeah.
So that's kind of evidence that it most likely was not an order god person who removed these blessings. There's
I do
also
have.
who what now?
Oh, continue. Sorry, brother.
Yeah. So there probably wasn't the order god, and there's also the like I mentioned before, just like the other statue you found earlier. Some of these statues have been defiled with the Void God's covenant marking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's safe to assume who did it.
It was me.
Since the
Yes.
area has been refixed, can I do a memory recovery in this lower tier?
Yes. You see the unnamed one from before. Take the Ages after the void removes the blessing, and then he follows this by defiling the memory around the place to make it imperceptible,
Is
and
this
not the memory, but the integrity.
Starts goat
is this
seed.
unnamed one's face uncovered?
No, the unnamed ones are never uncovered.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, unnamed ones. Since it's been fixed, I want to approach Hoth. I'm like,
Oh,
are
sorry.
you able?
At the end of the memory, you see him turn away and begin flying in one particular direction to the north, uh, east of here.
Northeast.
That's where the storms were, right?
That would be northwest, although there's storms all over the place too.
The northeast is has not been discovered yet by us.
Okay.
Also, he's banned.
That too.
We haven't gone around that side yet. We haven't skirted the whole thing yet. We probably have more access now that the tower is gone. Maybe because it's daytime.
It is daytime
Yep.
for now.
So the
So exploring during the day might be a good idea.
all right.
Can I talk to Hoth and see if he still senses that soul that's in here?
Right. There's there's someone buried here. There's also a tome. Basically, there's a paladin who helped erect this place, whose body is enshrined here.
Oh, then could I go attempt to speak to the soul in the shrine
How you want to do that?
via my
Bluetooth.
full blade attunement ability?
That's to speak to souls in weapons.
Yeah,
Or
dude.
objects.
That's the second time you've tried that this campaign.
God damn it, dude.
I mean,
I was waiting for it. I was like, he's gonna say it, isn't it? He's gonna say soul blade. Yep,
It's
there
called
you
soul blade attunement. It has to be in a blade for the purposes of fighting.
whatever. Is that... Oh, don't say Hoth do it then.
Can I just shove his soul in my weapon and then talk to him?
No.
Don't just want to shove it in there. Put it in there.
Put him in the staff, the void staff.
Technique
You
acquisition.
can't mentally communicate with souls, can you?
Mentally, no. They're not. They don't have a monostructure anymore.
They don't have it mentally.
Yeah.
You need some kind of soul talk. I'm sure there's training for that.
Soul speak.
Soul training is very hard to come across. Anyway, yeah, so Hoth can probably try to make a communication with a soul using the necromancy stuff. Death God perks. What is it you wish to ask of this soul? Says Hoth. Says Hoth. What's going on, Donkey Kong?
I was asking what's his purpose with the shaded clans were here.
We'll attempt to begin the communication with this soul. You must leave me with him as I begin this ritual.
Alright. Well, wait, I'll wait over here.
Okie dokie.
He means like outside.
It doesn't matter. He's just going to be sitting here in a meditation, though, as his ritual is ongoing.
Oh, he just doesn't want like my face right next to his ear.
No, he's just letting you know that it's going to take a while. He also
Oh.
does want you to close the door, though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
He wants you to close the door.
Just and leave him in there by himself?
Yeah?
Is that a good idea? He could get possessed or something.
Fucking Hoth. Named after a planet in a movie.
Oh, okay. You know what? But I'm gonna be spiritualized. I'll close the door, but I'll be spiritualized in the wall,
Okay.
so I can still like monitor what's going on
Okay.
and burst through if anything goes down.
I was
Oh,
gonna,
no.
I was gonna say just drill a glory hole, but yeah.
No.
Wait, I can't spiritualize through Goddenstone.
It's not Godden stone anymore. It's regular stone. Are you a stoner?
Yeah.
I am.
Well, then you're fine.
Matter of fact.
Blowing
Yeah.
bubbles.
The captain knows. Okay, so Hoth is doing a ritual thing, and Sadi and Shinna are thumb wrestling.
Yep.
It looks that way.
What's your kind of power are you going with on this thumb wrestling? You going left or right-handed?
Stranger all the way.
Oh, okay. Well, you lose.
Strangers never lose, man.
Well, I'm the referee, and I just checked your hand, and you clearly greased it, so you lose.
You got
It's not
DQ'd.
grease.
Means you're banned.
Oh no, it's not grease.
You gotta taste it to see what it actually is.
That's not fair either.
You taste it first.
It's on my hand. I obviously know what it is.
Taste it.
Yeah, but if he tastes it, there's not going to be anything left for you to taste. Then he can make up whatever.
That's a small price to pay for the smiting. Taste it.
Oh.
Um,
All right. So anyway,
so
yeah, I'm watching Hoth.
Yeah, y'all can do whatever. He's just going to be here for a while.
What do you
If you
mean?
want to wait for him to, yeah, it's going to take like maybe an hour.
Oh, okay. Well then, he.
He wants to know what y'all want to ask the soul, so make sure you have a list of questions for him.
I don't want to talk to the soul. I don't know what to ask him.
I mean, if the soul exists in the campaign, it probably has something to say.
Hmm.
I guess the one main question would be, why does it remain? What is its purpose here? Which might be probably the same question. And does it want to be freed? And if it is imprisoned, what or who? Its name.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else.
What else? Yes. If it was a paladin,
Correct.
that means, I mean, a paladin is a specific demonic fighter.
Mm-hmm.
They are specialized in fighting the demonic. So, like, specifically, yeah, what demonic forces brought his order here? Because he's not the only one.
Would it
Okie dokie.
would it
And,
only pertain to demonic, or would void be considered
Arcane also counts.
arcane?
Okay, so if it was a big enough deal, paladins would be dispatched to an arcane deal.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. And then, if so, are there any items, equipment, or artifacts we could use that you left behind that could
Good question.
aid against demonic foes?
So wait, my question is: was he potentially turned to stone, or
No,
if
he's
so,
in this body is in the sarcophagus, so it's a central piece of the building.
can he be resurrected?
Heard here then. So he passed. He was laid to rest here, purposefully,
Correct.
but he remains.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he remains for a purpose. So maybe he's cursed. Who knows?
It was me.
Yeah, maybe resurrecting him would be the best
Cursed.
idea. Could have been a heroic death too.
Soul of a paladin.
Maybe how he died.
Okay.
That's the only other thing I could think of.
Awesome possum. So y'all want to wait here while Hoth finishes?
Well, I thought. Let's see where we're at. We're at the ruins.
Yeah.
Well, since it's still daylight, How far can we travel in an hour at a speed of two, at a flight of two?
Probably about halfway across the island.
So we can't really uncover anything new, or we can.
If you go directly east, there might be stuff there, but otherwise, there's nowhere else to go. You can go to the city.
In the city.
You guys want to check out the city,
Yeah, what?
or you guys want to check out the northern eastern side and save the city for last, or what?
Wait, which one's the city part?
The
By
center.
the
Middle.
center? Okay. I guess since the northeast is a little bit closer, or we already uncovered a little bit of the city, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, let's go to the city for a little bit.
Okay. We three grow into the city. I'm going in with twos.
A city still rooted into the earth has since been that has since been curved into a makeshift mountain with buildings still embedded at its side, sits vertically in the air, arched over the rest of the town. Its buildings display architecture that represents a link between the old adept and new wave magitech that had been partially integrated throughout. And in the center flows a strong surge of mana that has been felt since the daylight came up. From a distance, you once saw a white light pulsating from here, although that has since faded.
White light. It's not pulsating anymore?
Negative.
But we
Oh, it's
saw,
probably because it's day out, right? Yeah.
but we saw it earlier in the day, or is it just reminded us of what we saw
You
at
only
night?
saw the pulsating white light during the night,
Okay.
and then you got banned.
All right. Sorry.
The waters from the artificial river that ran through the city are still trickling down a sloped fountain at the heart of this entrance, once used as a major thoroughfare for the riverside town on the outpost of the lighthouse. Spring of which is used as a bedrock for its glory and now leaks throughout the lower side of the town, awash with debris and ash. Within you find statues of deteriorated stone, uh, all of whom seem robed in battle raiments, familiar of that you saw in the temple earlier.
These are all statues?
These are statues. Yeah.
These statues, like ornamental built or.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty.
Blah, blah, blah. You sense demonic essence, Mr. Morningstar.
I have
Late.
not
So,
asked.
what's up?
Oh, I sense it?
Yes.
What direction?
It seems to be coming from one of these statues.
Hmm. Can I cast my Gather Resonance spell into the city towards like the uprooted end?
Uh-huh.
If I can detect any life force in the city?
You sense a single life force at the one of the higher ends of the upended landmass with the horizontally aligned buildings.
I'll relay what I detected back to the captain, and I take a look at that statue with the essence.
You seem to move through each of the. Whoops.
Is Ulta with us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You move through each of the statues before you think you come across the origin of this demonic energy signature. It seems rather potent, but you identify nothing peculiar in the area, at least by sight.
And what's the statue of? Like a just
This is
orchestra?
an adept holding a sidearm.
I do a Warcraft lore on the sidearm and the Depth's armor he's wearing.
This appears to be a hilt of some sort of adept weapon that is broken off from the top. The guard has been crushed, and only a fragment of the man's statue of the fingers still remain.
Um, Recollecting back on my experiences on Necria with the Mountain Lich, does this seem like it might be a curse? Similar?
There's no way to tell that from looking at the stone.
Can I do a memory recovery of the statue?
Give me intelligence check.
Oh shit!
Memory recovery. Do we all have memory recovery, or is it just?
Yes, everybody. It's a universal tech. Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit! I rolled a 6.
The memory around this place is quite old and hard to parse, but you're able to put it together. It shows a slew of bodies seemingly exhausted of life in their demeanor and expression. There lies a single man, uh, covering covered with blood and clutching a poleaxe.
Does he seem if he like he's of the Shadow Clans?
No, actually. He seems to have lost himself, and this bloodied weapon that he's carrying um, seems to be covered in the blood of those around him. The memory continues as he eventually impales himself and takes his own life with his staff before releasing it.
Somebody got
The fuck?
possessed.
In the memory, can I tell what type of staff this is? Maybe is it?
This is clearly a demonic artifact of some kind.
Okay. Interesting. Can I? Okay. Let's. Fuck, do I really want to do it?
I don't have anything.
Can I use my last removal curse scroll on the statue?
Sure. Nothing happens though.
No, it's not a curse. I wasted a scroll. God damn it. Come on. Yeah, I'd look at Ulta and let him know what I've recovered, what memories I got. There's still like a demonic sense coming from the statue. Hmm.
It's probably a demon.
Probably a demon.
Nah, because he's a depth.
Who's an adept?
This person who impaled himself on this demonic artifact, taking his own life.
That's the person that impaled himself on the demonic artifact. It doesn't tell me who. It doesn't tell me that there's not a demon in the demonic artifact.
Well,
Like the demonic artifact could be possessed.
There wouldn't be much of a reason to possess a demonic artifact.
Could there be a soul in there?
Definitely not. Well, it's not impossible, it's just highly unlikely.
Is there just demonic essence in the fucking?
Yes, as Morningstar is sensing demonic essence coming from the statue, right?
Would any of my pilfering or monitoring?
You can try and use them on the statue to see if it's Magitech, but the easiest way to tell if it's Magitech is to try to channel mana into it. Although, if you think it's possessed, that comes with risks.
Yeah. Okay,
If Hoth was here, he'd be able to tell us if there's a soul inside the statue. Lingering. In this memory, what type of garbs is this person wearing?
They appear to be just animist garbs.
Okay. And my arcane lore wouldn't tell me what type of weapon that was he impelled himself on?
It doesn't look like it's a weapon of particular note. It doesn't come with any recognition from any demonic circles.
It was a poleaxe, though, right?
Correct.
That's P-O-L-L, not P-O-L-E. Just
Bullshit.
Is it possible there's just demonic essence physically inside this? Wait, what? Is it like an altar or what?
No, it's literally just a statue, a broken statue.
Among other statues, right?
Is it possible
Yeah.
there's essence inside of the statue?
Yeah, absolutely, it's possible.
Maybe we should look inside of it.
My guess.
Yeah, it's already broken. Might as well.
Also worth noting, the statues were not in the memory.
Hmm. Okay, well, somebody else put them there. After.
So
The memories don't appear to be too old.
They don't appear to be too old?
No, not at all.
So
Oh, this is this. Well, he probably came long after this town was uprooted.
Yes, the memory would also show the uprooted city in view.
And this memory didn't?
No, it does.
Okay. Strange.
So the memory is fairly recent, which means these are even more recent, the statues.
Mm-hmm. Although that seems to conflict with the wear and tear they exhibit.
Yeah, they look old, but they.
Or the memory has been altered to not show the statues?
That's also possible.
All right. It's a memory
I
guy.
will.
Who wants to punch a statue and see if there's demonic essence in it?
Do it, Alta. I dare you.
Oh,
I double dog dare you.
we do have a
Not good enough.
cannon.
I triple dog dare you.
Triple dog dare?
Yeah.
Alright.
Pew, pew.
The old man's nuts. I'm gonna go in with a nice hard leg kick and calf kick this statue and just bam.
You don't
It
want to.
shatters to pieces instantly.
Oh,
Do I have any demonic essence on my leg or anything like? Did I get any on me?
It's a negative. You don't feel your mana being disturbed.
Do you still feel essence in this spot right here, Shinna?
It comes from the statue fragments.
So the statue is crafted with demonic essence.
No.
nice. Or
It would come from that weapon I sense in the memory, but the weapon is not here.
Correct.
And a demonic artifact wouldn't. Would it get cursed and turned to stone too?
There's not much of a reason for a demonic weapon to curse itself and turn itself into stone, no.
But could another curse do that to it?
Could another curse? Yeah, another curse can do anything, yeah.
Okay. Strange, the weapon's not here. That curse scroll didn't work on him. Could also be it wasn't powerful enough. Does any of my celestial knowledge ring a bell on anything like this?
Give me intelligence check.
Oh God.
A good intelligence.
14.
Yeah, everybody give me intelligence check, and what is your spellcraft lore?
A 2.
2.
Well,
Aw.
What an excellent roll.
oh,
God.
no.
No way.
High
Well,
five.
Shinnah puts together that this could also just be another, we call it, another exhibition of the materials being having their integrity altered to misrepresent what they actually are. So they're reflecting statues when what they should be reflecting is what you saw in the memory.
So we just destroyed a person. A dead person.
I know.
Maybe.
Defiled a dead corpse.
We should have blocked it.
Buried.
Could have parried it, could have blocked it, could have guarded it, defended it,
Can you
phase step,
can
phase
you even
jump,
face
you just
step, bro?
decided to tank it. You're
I-
one point and you're like, I'm gonna tank it.
Well, look at my captain. I could attempt to Ekin Casilios to fix this. But be exposing the area to ethereal.
Wait, you want to do what?
He
The
wants-
memorial realign transpires over time. Potency scales with level of alteration to structure being corrected.
You want to repair a demonic structure?
Oh, if these statues have been altered, like the temple we were just at, I might be able to correct them. Or we bring that Magitech over, and would that work?
Magitech would also work, yeah. Although the reason you did that in the first place is that you couldn't use ethereal on the location because of the Godden Stone. There's no Godden Stone
Okay.
here.
So ethereal is that just something where we'd have to go far away from you, or
If you want to avoid having the status ailment of
Depleted?
depletion, then yeah, you'll have to get out of the vicinity.
yeah.
Well, get out of the way and you do your reconstruction or your reparo.
Do you think this will scare off that life force that's I discovered in the top part of the city, Captain?
The life force. I don't think so. If it would have gotten scared, it would have gotten scared from your demonic showings earlier.
So there's no guarantee. Again, unless you're a half breed yourself, demonic power, even up to 10, is completely invisible to you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. So never mind.
Okay, let's
Go ahead
deal
and
with.
try it. Yeah, just go ahead and try it. I don't have any objections. So, Ulta,
Send your ult.
Do it.
let's go ahead and back up.
We're gonna back up a piece.
Okay. And you use what spell?
First I gotta presage it, then I can use it. I think. Actually, no, it doesn't say presage. Memorial realign. It's
All right, so back to your earlier question. Would someone sense the ethereal?
I mean,
yeah,
if
ethereal
yeah.
gives off a huge signature.
A huge signature.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's literally the most potent form of mana in the game.
Oh, so that's why he asked. Okay. Shoot.
Yeah, it will. It'll be like a beacon.
Who knows? He might be attracted to it. It might be attracted to it.
We can always do it and see what happens. Death Knight.
Okay,
Happen.
Oh yeah.
do it.
What's it called again?
Casilio's Immemorial Realign.
Yeah, it's an immemorial branch, and that's align or realign. Pardon me. All right, you cast Ethereal on the area. The maladaptions of Caecilius are rectified immediately, and all of the statues meld away and turn and coalesce into the corpses of some fairly recent adventurers or
Holy shit.
passersby. And just as reflected in the memory, the statue that you just kicked over is still holding the. I'm sorry, the person. Yeah, the statue turns into the person who self-impaled themselves with this demonic artifact that you see in vivid detail now.
He just doesn't have any legs. His legs are all over the place.
Yeah, he dropped all his Pokemon cards.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tough talk this corpse. I'm gonna go ahead and ask it. Does your mother know how to sew? Does your mother know how to sew? You know, like needle and thread?
No.
I mean, yeah. Well, tell her to sew that.
It's gonna be some
You
work.
see a holographic Hitmonlee and a holographic Scyther in his Pokemon card deck.
Eh,
I mean, I'm not intimidated because I don't know what that is.
You're missing
So,
out then.
I mean, I guess I'm like, neat kid.
I
I think maybe I manifest Pog out of my pocket and throw that down, along with the other one. I throw down a Beyblade, I guess.
He's got some limited edition Air Jordans.
Oh shit! Well, I guess in that case, then I guess I'm gonna throw out a fidget spinner, uh, and maybe raise it with a
A Rubik's Cube.
with a Gen 1 iPod.
That's pretty cool.
iPod Shuffle.
Though once again, you do not recognize this weapon as belonging to any demonic circles. It appears just to be a original demonic arm.
Like an
I pick it up.
It glows. Its centerpiece at the top of the staff, the fixture, a gem-like fixture at the top, glows orange.
I don't sense any like curses or anything at trying to
The other's
get
tongue.
over on me.
You identify the weapon as Seeped Scorn.
Ooh.
Seep
Don't
No,
Score.
no knowledge now.
So what now?
Still nothing. No recollection or recall of hearing about this weapon.
There's this Seep Scorn curse on the weapon.
Does it curse weapons?
No, I said that Seep Scorn, that curse is on the weapon, or
No, that's the name of this demonic arm.
oh, okay.
And by channeling it, I won't be able to determine what the curses are and its abilities. I have to get spells for that.
Um, so if you channel into it, and you fail to resist the effects, and those effects activate at that particular time, you will know the effects. If you channel into it and you resist the effects, you just still don't know what the curses do because you resisted it.
Okay. Um.
If you
I,
want to identify what they do, they have to actually be brought and examined. Um,
Maybe home.
You'd have to use some sort of demonic magic, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll probably add that as a demonic technique actually later.
Well, I'm not gonna risk it, even though I got a pretty high demon energy. So I'm not gonna risk it. Since he turned back into normal flesh and blood, is there any crest or insignia on his armor?
These appear to be animus and depths that may have come from the village you originated from.
Why would he have demon?
Well, it's possible he found this weapon somewhere, or he was gifted it.
Okay. Well, I'll just put it in my mental storage for now.
Okie doke. Meanwhile,
Speaking of
yeah, go ahead.
speaking of in my mental storage, could I put that void staff in my mental storage?
If you want to.
I'd do it. If I had it, I would do it. But then again, I'm a pretty tough customer. I fight with my hands, not with weapons.
Would you call yourself a tough hombre?
No, just one tough customer.
Okay.
Not even a tough cookie.
No. That one's
No,
big.
I like soft cookies. So you're putting that in your prison wallet?
Well, yeah, I'll put it in there.
Right next to the Legion?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
putting a
Yeah.
putting a
Same.
pole arm in your prison pocket must hurt. Cricket.
Okay, so what are we doing?
I don't know.
Um,
You said you wanted to put that in your mental storage. And
Yeah, I put the.
Okay, so you put it in his mental storage. Now what?
You can proceed further into the city or go back.
Let's. I guess let's keep going. Well, how long has it been? Not very long.
Not very long.
Yeah, I guess we keep going, right? Dun-dun-dun-dun.
let's keep.
Within the inner reaches of the city are yet more hallmarks of a civilization in transition at one turn of an age, and is a testament to the introduction of Magitech into adept culture. Much of the technology here was likely harvested from many fronts during the combat with the Shadow Adepts, um, through which they had made a name from. Um, Other than that, you move through here. Other than that, most of the city is vacant. Much of it is left in debris and is entirely empty. Your footsteps echo throughout the uh, stone floors, the roads.
Okay. So it's a city. It's in ruins and it's upside down.
So half of the city has been upended. So that half is kind of have like a mound of earth that has buildings sitting horizontally.
Oh, okay.
But you've entered the normal part of the city.
I don't know. I guess we're checking it out, feeling it out. Is there any like central amazing point or any structures that look important? Like, hey, there's a bank.
Not particularly. Most of it is in ruin and destroyed. The wind blows through it carelessly.
And is there any heat signatures around the area?
You sense a heat signature on the upended part of this city, but it's distant and faint.
Guys, I sense a small heat signature kind of up over there in the mound over there. You want to check it out?
Activate Magitech visor. I see it too.
Want your chunk?
Do I get any better visual on it with the lights, other light spectrums? No.
Yes. It is a very faint thermal signature in one particular building, high up into the upended part of this capital.
About how far away?
We'll say about 150 meters.
But no Monner signature.
No mana signature to speak of.
So it could be somebody hiding.
Could be. Let's go fly up there and check it out.
Okay, yeah. So why not?
Flying up through this upended city, you're sodden with the sight of just melancholy. It's empty streets and ruined buildings, and basically signs of warfare as been made aware of the exile that took place in this premises. At top one part of the building here, within the square of the Capitol that's been upended, you see what looks to be a makeshift campsite that has been mounted along the wall of one building that is now serving as a kind of flooring since it now sits horizontally. There is a small fire pit along with many urns that seem to be filled with incense. This fire pit is still warm to the touch.
Well, that's weird.
Hmm.
Memory recovery?
There is nothing here.
It means they didn't take the biggest crap ever anywhere nearby.
Might have floated down.
Okay, well then, I'm gonna use the Magitech visor yet again to inspect the ground
Okie doke.
and try to discern tracks other than ours, obviously.
You find several tracks along this area. It looks as though someone was pacing and sitting along some of the pieces of rubble.
I wonder if they saw us coming and took a dive.
Do the tracks appear to be the same?
Yes. They appear to belong to a single person.
I suppose the visor would show me data like the length of the tread and width and all that, and
Yeah, you can make out the stride and so forth. What do you call it?
yeah, like an inference based on the size of the foot and the gait, how tall this person might be, or how much they might weigh, maybe.
Sure. Bum, 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 bum.
That's what do you call that? Zoology.
I'm just trying to find. I need to convert kilograms. You estimate them to be within 50 to 60 kilograms in weight.
Okay, so 110, 130, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So either a younger male or a female, if it's an orchestrate. Okay.
Alright. Let's proceed to the fire.
Fire is still lukewarm. Much of the buildings are damp with the rains that have been intermittent since your arrival within the center of the city, and puddles have accrued in unusual places along all of the buildings within this upended horizontal landscape.
By unusual, do you mean it just looks weird because it's upended, or like water shouldn't be holding in that position.
No, it's just unusual because of the placement. The puddles exist on the side of walls now instead of on the floors or on roofs.
Yeah, okay. Not like water's being suspended sideways.
Negative.
Traveling
Okay.
upwards.
Okay. Is that an intelligence check to because we can tell very precisely what the temperature of this fire is right now.
Correct.
So do we have the intelligence, or is that an intelligence check to try to discern when it was put out?
No, you can make that, especially with addition to your piece of tech here.
Yeah.
Considering the ambient temperature, you can assess that it was put out no less than 10 minutes ago.
Oh shit. Okay. So whoever was probably saw us coming or felt us coming.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
the
Put
whole
out their
ethereal
fire.
magic might have.
That too. Hung out for a minute and then bounced when we started coming over.
Do you? Do I still sense it nearby? Since there's heat signature, or is the heat signature I felt was the fire?
Oddly enough, the last warm track is at the edge of the building side. It could mean they jumped off or they took to the air.
Right.
The sides of this wall seem scuffed, as if purposefully, what do you call it? Met with friction, as if yeah, rubbed against several times or uh, met in contact with something abrupt, sharply.
Over, over and over again, repeatedly.
Yeah, it's one particular location on the building site.
Does it look like just wear and tear from like movement over, or like I've been practicing with a weapon on it, like a
Doesn't look
blade?
like it's training, but does look like it's been scraped by something heavy.
Mm. Like something's being moved back and forth.
Correct.
So something's either been um, can you? I mean, sometimes you can. I don't know if you can in stone. Yeah, because the scratch marks will be deeper away from the origin. So you would be able to tell if the scratch marks begin to originate here, or not.
They originate at the ridge of the building's, which is worn away.
So yeah, we should inspect that a little closer.
Peering over the ledge, you also notice something glimmering at the bottom of the upended city from this building, off this ledge that's been worn away.
So like,
So directly below us, there's something glimmering.
Directly below, off this ledge that's been worn off, yeah.
Like just laying on the ground, something half covered or whatever.
Yeah, basically, the off the ledge of this building gives way into a long street within the upended city that is now turned into basically a pitfall, um, since it is uprooted. The
Mm.
end of the street has something glimmering at the bottom.
Is it possible to dust that off with a little bit of elementalism? See if I can see if it's more than just a little tiny thing.
It's some hundreds of meters away.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it literally fell down, quote unquote, the entire street.
okay.
Oh, okay, and we can just see a little piece of it right from here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So somebody was here. They're clearly not hostile towards us at least now, but maybe they're helpful. Maybe we should leave them a message.
Leave them a message.
We're probably adept, so we should probably leave a physical message in adept, like over here in the dust. What should we leave as a message?
There's no memory recovery, right? None?
Negative.
Okay.
How about something simple yet true? Like, we are adept. We mean you no harm. We are investigating the darkness in the local area. How about that?
Please seek us out if you need help.
There you go.
That does kind of give away that you're not around here, from around here.
Um, that is true, but I I think the fact that you're wandering around the way we do gives away that we're not from around here.
Well,
Cause yeah, the big ether blast that just happened, and all the battles and shit that all of a sudden just happened. These guys are probably like,
Indeed.
"What the? There's some new people here. There's something going on. Here they come."
this is true.
It is daylight now, too.
I'm alright with leaving a message, but yeah, it does let people know that we're not from around these here parts.
And anybody else
Well.
can just roll up and read it too. So
That's true. Anybody can read it. They wouldn't know who it came from unless they're watching us right now.
Give me intelligence check.
Okay.
All of us.
Yes.
Oh, I got a max roll. Is
Holy
it good
crap.
enough though?
Holy crap.
Wow.
Oh, you got a max roll.
After lingering here a while, it occurs to you from this vantage point, given that the person may have been around this ledge, this is in direct view of where you once saw the tower.
And there's scratch marks here.
There's scratch marks at this particular part of the wall. Yeah.
This is the mother trucker that
Yeah, I guess it's
cursed
just
us.
like that. Can't visualize what it looks like. It's so weird. Scratches could look like anything.
Do you think
Okay.
this is a guy that cursed us? Ulta?
I don't know. Somebody that's obviously keeping an eye on the tower and been camping here. I mean, I don't think it's somebody's trying to keep a low profile by not using mana. Because if they got a campfire, that means they're probably either trying to keep warm or they're actually eating.
Yeah, searching around some of the herbs, would yeah, you find bits and pieces of food scraps,
Like bones.
bones, spices, dried meats. You can also find some cloth in a sack adjacent.
Yeah, so
Maybe we should leave him a little present. Says,
like some water.
yeah.
Is there a water container?
Yeah, there's some bowls. Yeah.
Can we make a water container out of like?
Do
Well,
you
I,
have?
I guess we
Oh,
should because we got fire elementalism. We can easily craft a clay pot in probably a minute or two,
okay.
I have
and then
trans.
fill it with good clean water.
I have transmute that. No, that's not it.
If you had baryonic alchemy, you could just make it happen.
Yeah, no. Don't.
But that's all right. A little manual crafting never hurt anyone.
Hooray! What is your tech skill?
My tech skill?
Yes.
My tech skill or my character's tech skill? Because those are two completely different stats.
I don't know.
Okay, well, my tech skill's probably in all honesty, probably about a 70.
What?
But
Whoa.
my character's tech skill's a 45.
What the fuck?
My character tech skills of 50.
Okie dokie. Dude, you can craft this bowl or this condensation device.
Yeah, like it's like a small water uh, um, receptacle, maybe the size of two watermelons or something.
Away.
And then maybe no, it's fine. I was gonna say just craft a little quick water purifier too, but I don't know.
Well, I have the. We could use Magitech for that, right?
Yes, if you have the schematic. Otherwise, it'll take a while to craft on your own. If you don't have the materials for any of this, you have to find them.
That too.
Okay, so let's say from right now he wanted to craft a water purifier at a Magitech and he had to go out into the land and find the stuff. Uh, what kind of time frame are we looking at?
Um, uh, if it's made out of Magitech, probably can't find it anywhere. Um, you probably should just use a regular purifier though, if you're gonna make it from scratch.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just use telekinesis and fire and just make it out of mud and clay.
Great success. Yeah.
All right.
Minutes.
Who done it?
It was you.
Ah,
It was the.
Did you drop out?
no, I don't know who that was.
Oh. So is that what you meant though? Just
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, put
yeah,
some rocks in there and all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Burn up some charcoal and get that up in there and blah blah blah. Get a little setup in there, a little oven. Just make them a nice little setup in there.
Well,
Because that campfire is bullshit.
to be
It's
perfectly
out in the
fair, they
open.
might not care if their water is pure or not, since they can vitalize.
Well, they're cooking, so
They
they're
want.
clearly drinking water.
Wozer
They're
bozer.
eating, they're drinking. Because that
Well,
would be weird to eat and then vitalize.
Aha.
But, you know.
maybe they just
But yeah,
like
'cause
to eat. They just
the
like to
campfire's all out in the
food.
open. They should have something more discreet. Anyway, so we do all that. And then I guess we'll go check out the glimmery thing.
You float down to the end of the street by some sort of collapsed building, and you notice that there's pieces of shattered materials that are mounded in a pile at this point. Several of the intact objects can be found just because of the sheer volume of the amount of uh, crushed material that has since accrued here and has created a soft surface for the new materials to reside in. Looking at the material itself, it looks to be, by your inspection, a pearl. And all of the fragments around it that have since marred the side of this building's wall uh, are also pearls that have since been crushed.
So we have fragments of a giant pearl that's been broken.
It looks to be several dozen pearls that have since been put here, many of which are destroyed and scattered all over the side of the wall, and since probably been moved pretty thoroughly from the rain. Those that are here um, provide an ample surface for some of the intact pearls to rest on without breaking.
Are, are these aren't natural sized pearls? What's the approximate diameter of these things?
1 inch.
Wait,
One inch.
don't wait an inch. You mean
No, I
two and a half
lied. It's
centimeters?
not an inch.
You mean 2.5 centimeters,
It is 2.5 centimetorios.
or 25.4 millimeters?
Can I put some in my pocket?
Yeah.
putting them at Shinna.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, 2.5 centimeter pearl is a very large pearl. Yeah, I mean, I'll put a couple of those in the old wallet.
Okay.
You never know. They might be worth using for something. They might have to. You might have to put them in something to do a thing.
Maybe. Or maybe we could sell them to Trader Joe.
Well, I don't have the alchemy to be able to
Detect its material composition. Because if it's just a regular pearl, just bigger, it's not gonna be worth anything.
Correct.
Nothing more than a rock or a diamond or gold.
Okay.
Like, all that crap's worthless.
Correct.
gold. Who cares?
Sorry.
It matters
But,
if you're saying.
these don't seem special, like they're not radiating mana or anything.
They have no special properties when channeled into, no.
Okay. And the broken ones, do they look like normal pearls on the inside?
The interior seems to match up with what you would expect, yeah. They're all shattered, broken, and there's just a mound of pearls here.
Are there any black ones?
No.
Are there any silver ones?
No.
Are there any really weird shaped ones that make you kind of want to throw up a little bit in your mouth?
One of them looks like Rosie O'Donnell.
I'm gonna leave that one.
That one you'd have to like. Never mind.
Is somebody driving?
No?
Yes.
I hear what sounds like a little bit of wind or something in the background.
Maybe it's your heater.
No, I don't have it on.
Well, fuck.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say somebody was operating some kind of fucking Minecraft minecart in the background.
Motherfucker.
Somebody.
Steve.
Oh, he's not playing. He's lying. Okay.
It was me.
So we scared off this person while I was here. We found some pearls.
Why was he crushing pearls?
I don't know. I want enough for a pearl necklace though.
That can be.
Did
that
we
can
ever
be-
loot the other bodies?
They were just corpses, right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure if we saw a sword, we would have been like, "Oh,
Yeah,
Or
there
do
was.
we actually have to
there-
say we're looting them?"
You didn't see anything equipment-wise around the bodies, no.
Yeah.
But you
I mean,
did.
I guess we didn't like dust off the dirt and stuff, so I guess we didn't technically do a full loot, so we could go back.
Will you go back then?
Alta, would you mind scouting the area with your wind to see if you detect any tunnels or interesting things?
Secret passages. I use the wind to detect secrets and things.
You're not able to discern what is considered secretive within the context of this place that is completely annihilated. You do notice that there is a underground tunnel system of the city.
Aha! Tunnel. There's a tunnel system. I will
Ahoy.
see if I can find a way to access the tunnel system.
Okie dokie. There are several entry points.
That are actually accessible, or because someone probably caved in or something?
There are many caved-in points, but there are several intact entryways that are completely traversable and connected.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let's go to the
Oh,
one
is there
that's
a-
most north.
Is there a north?
No, I said let's go to the one that's most north.
Okay.
But I think let's hear out what Shinna was gonna say.
yeah. Is there a what?
Oh, just asking about the general layout of the city. Is there like a town square or center
There is a
point,
square.
chapel?
There is a Capitol building in the square.
Oh, cool.
But the square is a circle. Don't worry about that. That's not a big deal.
At the epicenter of the city is a conspicuous crater that has been completely destroyed. It is but a remnant.
What's the diameter of this crater?
Fucking 60 or 70 meters.
It's a pretty big crater.
You call that a crater?
60 meters, okay.
Oh yeah, I should be writing this down. Crushed pearls.
So it's probably 10 meters deep, at least.
It go boom. It did a boom. It did a boomhauer.
Boomhauer.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay, so is there anything in the crater?
Negative.
Nothing at all? Debris? A sarlacc?
Oh, I'm sorry. There is a
Snorlax.
memory.
There's a what?
There is a memory.
In the crater.
Yes. At the crater site.
Well, I'm gonna get sucked off by it then.
No. Don't do
I'm gonna let it enter me.
Okay. The crater seems to show a gigantic burst of light that envelops the entirety of the city. The light is shown moving past further into the countryside and eventually envelops the entirety of the island before dissipating into just normal light. It's seen as a kind of global event.
And then the crater, and then it ends.
The memory only shows the beginning of this light's emanation from this crater, or from the site that the crater has since left behind.
So it doesn't actually show this light making the crater. That's a supposition we have to make.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was so quick and it started with the light. We didn't see any debris. Probably didn't hear anything. Did we have any sound or anything?
Negative.
It went
Okay.
shoop.
Did we have any feelings like pressure or heat?
Only thing you know is that the capital, the upended part of the city, has already been uprooted from this point in the history,
Okay.
and that the view of the tower in daylight was present.
Oh.
So the tower was up in daylight in this memory, and in our reality, the tower is not up in daylight.
Correct.
I think that's a good thing. Maybe. Unless the tower is supposed to be some kind of protective aura, but nobody right over there on the other side of the water seems to know anything about some protectorate tower that started to malfunction and everything went dark.
But it
So I would have figured they'd been like, oh, well, there's a protective tower over there. That thing might have malfunctioned, but everybody's gone over there. It's never come back. But nobody said anything like that.
Nope.
Ah.
So,
Yeah, the upended part of the city seems to block the full view of the tower in a rather purposeful way. So its influence can't shadow over the integrity of the city.
That tower is bad news.
Well, we got to go check it out.
Make sure we have some giant eagles on reserve.
Eagles?
Giant eagles. You take an eagle, I'm going to take a giant peregrine falcon.
I'll take a boat.
Means it'll be the size of an eagle. A regular eagle. Which means it can't pick me up. Shit. I'll use elementalism. I don't need an eagle.
I'll just
It's called the Meagle?
ride an ostrich.
Oh wait, I'm an orchestrate. I don't need either. I can just fly.
Correct.
Oh, and got the reference.
You just wanted to fly like an eagle.
Fly like an eagle.
No, I'm too scared.
Yes.
All right.
So,
Everybody give me discipline check
Discipline check?
with a -5.
-5. Are we looking at anything, or is it just a discipline check?
Discipline check.
Okay. -5. Holy shit.
well,
So that's an 8.
8.
An 8.
What? Yeah, I
That's a
rolled an
3.
8.
That's such a fucking.
And you rolled a 0.
You rolled a 3.
Wait, your discipline's not a 6? What did you roll?
Me?
Yeah. Your discipline's a 10, isn't it?
Yeah, you gotta do
Yeah,
it.
-5 is 5, plus a 1 is 6.
Oh.
Where are you getting a +1
Yeah.
from?
What'd you like to know?
Yes. I never said +1 to
I'm
anything.
cursed. I'm cursed, and I have a training that since I'm cursed, I get +1 to all rolls.
Holy crap. Well, whatever. All right, so do we get anything higher than a 9?
Yeah, Kronos and Ernie both got 13s.
No, those are 8s because it's
It's
-5.
-5. So you got a 3. Technically.
Oh no,
Oh wait, no,
I
you
got
got
an
an
8
8. You got an
total.
8. I forgot.
We
Yeah.
all got 8s.
Yeah, we all
That
got
is his
8.
total.
I forgot.
You sense a mana signature very far off in the distance to the east, towards the fort.
To the east.
Correct.
East towards the fort.
You I guess like you don't actually recognize it. Never mind, since you all failed, which is normal.
It's okay to fail.
No, it's
Have you
not.
failed, Josh?
No, it's not. I'm not a loser. I don't fail at nothing. You hear me? I don't fail at nothing. I'm the best. I'm a winner. I'm not a loser.
No.
That's what
Well, from there,
my dad told me.
we will go ahead and conclude because I need to do a thing.
Oh, well, all right. So we are at the city.
Right.
I guess I'm gonna make a note that says we're at the city.
Okay. And you sensed a mana signature from east.
At city. Not a signature from east.
And Morningstar got banned again.
I'm always banned. All 3 of you fucking banned me? What the fuck?
I would have banned you.
Fucking Chriso, Josho, and Salam.
Who was the other Ernie?
We're friends, Salam.
All right. So hopefully, I think we're going to be doing something next week. But if we're not, then we'll be available for session Desu. I'll catch you all later.
All right, good night.
See you later.
All right.
And that concludes the game for today. Thank you so much for joining and watching. And you have yourself a great rest of the day, people.